better.
And she hasn't got much of a neck, but never mind.
She's got a face forward. That's all that is.
Yeah. Right.
Could you not get away with that with just putting a bit of hair on it?
Which?
Like, where, you know, instead of what's irritating with the neck.
Yes,
if
yes,
you
I
just had
could.
hair,
I could
then
actually
it'd be
bring
like...
the hair down in front of her arm, couldn't I?
Yeah.
If I wanted to. Right, okay, so we've got to have some little fishes swimming around, haven't we?
Yes, the little fishes are
where's my little
definitely...
fishes? Yay, definitely fishes. There we go.
You've got your big fish and your little fish.
Yeah, this one's out of the 8x8 this tentacle one.
Amazing.
With the little fish. Now, yes, I've got some nice silver here, so I can use that.
For some reason I was going to put them in the sky in my head. But...
Okay. Flying fish, Leonie, we have flying fish.
Flying fish. Thing is, when...
Oh, I didn't try that, never mind.
When it's your art journal, and this is the other thing I love about stuff like this, if you want flying fish...
You can have them.
You can jolly well have them.
Yes.
And that's what I love about stuff like this. It can be as mad as you want it to be.
That's art, isn't it? At the end of the day, let me just wipe the back of that because I just...
It is. It's creativity. It's art. It's just whatever you want it to see.
Because I couldn't press hard enough on the fish because it was...
Because of your blobs.
This was wet.
Yeah, the red blobs. I love how it's coming together. That is such a good double page. And you can see the way that that tail has been used to extend the body or to change it. Ultimately changes it.
It does. So, you know, you've got so many, you know, computations of how you can actually have her. Right, I'm going to change the neck because it's doing my head in. Just bring that down. That's better. There you go.
That's it. You've done it just like that.
Yeah. That's it. That's better.
Thank you. That's the one.
It's annoying, isn't it? It just I couldn't stand it. I had to change it.
That's brilliant though, because at least you knew how to.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. More fishies. That's.
That has completely changed it. And it's great in it because the black is just a shadow.
Yes.
So it's like it's just shadows. It's okay.
So yeah, and at the end of the day, if it didn't like it, just get the blue, paint over it, and start again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That is the good thing about acrylic paint. You can have it quite dark.
Yes.
Or you could just gesso the whole page and start from the beginning.
Superb. Oh, your little fishies.
Little fishies.
You've got the family.
Yeah.
It is a little school.
And what I like to do is give them eyes that are, let me just dry them off a little bit.
Give them eyes to the what?
That are looking at some of the ones I've done. If they've got fish on them, I like to make the eyes look at what's there.
Amazing. So they're not just daydreaming.
They're not just zombie fish.
Zombie fish as well. Theme.
So if where's the black pen? Black pen. The only helper. There it is. Okay. So maybe white first. So if I put an eye on that, and then put the pupil at the top, it's looking up at her. This one, this one will be looking this way. And just silly little things like that just make a difference. What I'll do on this one is I'll have it looking backwards because it's looking at the...
He's thinking, you're watching her, but I'm a bit worried about what's occurring behind us.
Yeah, what's occurring?
That's so funny. That gives them all personality, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. Oh, I'm so hot, my glasses are steaming up.
Do you need aircon back on again?
Oh, no, I need a new body. That's what I need to stop giving me flipping volcanic eruptions.
It's not fair, is it?
No, it's not. I'll have that one looking backwards as well.
Yeah, because then you don't know what's on the next page.
No.
I love that.
Right, so I just want to... Oh, I've got something flat I can use. Yeah, I can use a stencil, can't I? I just want to put, like I've done here.
Oh, yes, your little lines.
Yeah, just put a little line in. because she's going to be reaching for a star. Make sure I don't lean into something and tell you what. Is that all right? Sorry, I'm going to just turn it upside down to do this.
Cool.
Mind you, my star will be upside down. I'm not very good at drawing stars.
Isn't it funny? The things that you can draw on the things are
yes, I know. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now my pen has dried up. Hang on. Got too much acrylic on the end of it. There you go.
We do treat our tools badly.
Yeah, we do.
And then we whinge when they don't work. Funny that.
Yeah.
Fabulous. I love it.
There we go. I think we are done.
That's amazing. That is so cool. A full page there. Oh, that's really good. And I love that you got a neck in.
There you go.
See, that's ace. That's ace. Oh, wow. If you want this collection, so busy. We will be back, our Sarah. Check the website out. It is hochanda.com. That's where you're going to see all the beautiful collections that we've got today. And, of course, this is the brand new collection. Beautiful. It's so exciting. It's so different. There's so many ways you can use it. We've got some incredible finish samples. I'm going to take you through the whole collection so you can see what you're going to get. Wow, it's so busy. 40% of stock has gone. I'm not surprised. If you want it today, $29.97, saving £6. But obviously, Freedom members, it's even better for you. Okay, so first of all, you've already seen these in the gorgeous art journal. I love the tentacles. They are seriously cool. You've then got the fishes. You've just seen the fishes as well. Really good size stencils. The next one is the wonderful jellyfish, where it all began. Jellyfish are brilliant as well. There's a lot of creatures under the sea that are just a little bit magical. So you've got the jellyfish, you've got all the gorgeous shells and the jellyfish hiding in the little shells. Loads of different sizes so you can build up your pictures. The next one that you've got on, the next one that you've got your stencils, and if I move that so you can see all the details first. So you've got the jellyfish, but you've got not just the actual detail one, but you have got the outside of it as well. Is that a squid? It is a squid. It is that one, isn't it, with tentacle bits? And then the squid, and again you've got the open and you've got the masks. So it allows you loads of possibilities when you're actually building these up. Now down to the mermaid. You have seen different ways of using this. The mermaid and her tail. You've got so many options with that one. It is absolutely incredible. That's your mermaid and your tail. And of course with that, see, stunning one, isn't it? Big stencils. These are big stencils. Then you've got the wonderful seahorse. With the seahorse, you've got the mask. So you've got so many different ways you can use this, because you've got the open space, you've got the mask, and then you've got the detail. So it allows you to layer and to create different dimensions to this. Let me show you this. I love this. It's well cool. Look at that. Isn't that just fabulous? She's amazing, isn't she? Love it, absolutely love it. And when you look at all the detail on there, all the stuff that you can add on, can you imagine selling something like that? That is so, so cool. And obviously adding all your own embellishments. It might be things you've made, it might be things you've collected from the beach. Every time I think of collecting shells from the beach, I always think of our McNamara. Shellgate. Shellgate. Don't ask. Look at this. So that's from Kelly. That's beautiful. See, layering. Isn't that gorgeous? You've got the seahorse, you've got the tentacles, the shells, everything in there. That one again from Kelly, really beautiful. Just using the stencils just to get that colour down. And obviously with that one, you've got the shading. The shading is ridiculously good because it really adds a dimension. Isn't that beautiful? The shine on the jellyfish there is just fantastic. And then look at her there. Amazing, absolutely amazing. If you do want this collection, it is so busy. Approaching half the stock. This is the first show. We are 40 minutes in, but approaching half of the stock. Sarah has got another show, but if you do want to get hold of this one, I would definitely recommend you check your baskets out. 926975. That's your item number. Okay, you know those fairy stencils? They did sell out. But our Charlotte has managed to get some more back. We haven't mentioned them for a bit because they sold out and Charlotte were trying to do phone calls and things. So with those, $10.99, they're going to be dispatched on the 5th of August. It's nearly August. If you do want those for $10.99, you know what to do. They are seriously cool. And they will really work with this collection as well. 377887. Now we have got another stencil collection as well, which is amazing. You've got your mandala there. You've got the gorgeous little houses, and then the love catcher. How wonderful! Again, so many possibilities there. Very cool. $29.97, saving £5 on that collection. 829341. That's your item number. If you've got questions, if you just want to say hello, you can do so. It is studio@hochanda.com. Okay, what's next?
Okay, right. So with the seahorse stencil, you get the open version of it as well.
Yeah.
So what the reason I've done that is so that you can layer up and build depth to it. And I was going to actually show you how I did it, but I can't actually find the stencil. So no, I can't.
So
find
it's
it.
literally with the open bit.
I'm just seeing if I can find the jellyfish, the open jellyfish, and then I can do it with that instead.
Where's my open one on this? I can't find it.
Oh,
the open seahorse.
I definitely put it in, but anyway, it's always the way, isn't it? I just couldn't find it before.
There you go. So it's that one, isn't it, essentially?
It's this big one here. So all I did was just put the stencil on the top, and I've gone over it with the paste.
Amazing.
And then I've dried it. I've gone ahead and done that already because obviously it takes time to dry. And that then means that I can then put that, it's slightly bigger, so you can line that up then on top and build even more dimension.
So you can put another layer over the top.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
But what I'm going to do with this, let me just get those out of the way, is I wanted to do something a little bit different rather than just have one picture. I've cut it into 3 separate bits.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use some brushos in the background.
Yay, we love our brushes.
So it's funny, isn't it? I've got a set of these and I hardly ever use them, but for this and everything, it just works so well.
Perfect.
So okay, where's my little spray water? Oh gosh, it's just
you're as bad as me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's in there. Can you have a look in there?
Rummage while you do your bit?
Yeah, let me just put some water on it out of here. That'll do for now. I will need a little small bottle with water in it. Oh, fab, thanks.
I hope it's water, not bleach.
No, it's not bleach. Oh dear. Anyway, I've just wet that quickly, and then we're just gonna sprinkle some stuff over. I'm gonna have to take my cardigan off.
That's
I'm that hot.
right,
I can't see through my glasses. They're steamed up.
We can put. I think Jack's on it. We'll put the air
but it's all right. You're cold, so.
Oh, it don't matter. I can go and get a jumper. Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
We are so. I mean, I am utter cold. We are on extremes, but mine's just because I'm tired and I need feeding.
I couldn't even sleep last night. I was that hot, and I thought at my age that it would be well past, but no.
It's not fair. Who's bought air conditioning units? Oh, Charlotte's mum has bought air conditioning units for every room in the house. She's very sensible. It's honestly, it's the thing.
Right, we're going to make a mess. Make a mess. The colours are so vibrant, but I love it, especially for like sea and that. And I tell you what, the jellyfish, having that behind it, it almost looks like the tendrils. Yes. Of a jellyfish.
Brushes are one of my favourite products of the
paper, because I don't want to waste that ink underneath.
And look
In fact,
at it
actually,
underneath.
do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to blot it as well and just see what happens.
Just have a bit of a print. I love this one. The seahorse, all part of that collection.
Well, never mind, but I'll use it as a background.
That's the thing, isn't it?
You can actually see the seahorses now. You see that where the seahorse is. When that's dry, I can then put the stencil back on and put the detail in, and that's there in the background. So yeah, it did work. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think with things like that, there is no way it is always going to work.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm just gonna.
The colours of that are fabulous.
Aren't they nice? So what did I use there? Sea green, moss green, turquoise, and lime.
Yeah, that's nice.
Another piece of paper. I'll just mop that up.
We were yesterday when we were doing workshops this weekend. We were doing backgrounds, but actually using them. You know, because I've got 5 million backgrounds.
With me, honestly, I've got so many backgrounds, and I think
ridiculous.
I might just need one. I'll take them all.
I'll take the whole collection.
Take the whole collection. Okay, fab.
Beautiful. That looks gorgeous.
So let's just heat there.
See, and that is only the open bit. You know, the bit that's left. That's all that is.
It's all right, don't worry.
And when you think about it then, you've got the mask, you've got the open bit, you've got the stencil, you've got all the different elements.
Just time-wise, I'm just going to get rid of a bit more of that, because otherwise it's going to take me forever to actually...
Beautiful.
Dry.
Oh, I love it. Love that colour. See, that on his own, we ain't even putting anything over the top of it. Because you can imagine like your gold doodah. Building wax.
Building wax, yeah.
Oh,
how did I get entangled?
Because that's what you were saying.
Yes.
You were thinking, oh, it looked nice with entangled on that.
Yeah. Right.
Just 10 minutes, under 10 minutes.
Right, okay, not far, nearly done. I did see it land on the floor there.
What was you after?
That.
There, I got it.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so, right, okie doke. What I've done, there are little ones in there, but because I'm going to drag stuff through, I've just covered them up. So let's just find where we're going to. You can see, they are fairly see-through, these, although they are white, so you can just about see there.
Beautiful.
There. It doesn't, you know, if it doesn't quite go on, it doesn't matter. Actually, I think I'll just use a flat one on this. Yeah.
Decisions.
Although, no, actually I won't. Now, will that show up, do you think? So, do you know, I might just use a silver, because with it being quite a dark background, that might not show up.
I love that you're just as
indecisive.
Yeah. So, shall I though?
Oh, yeah, can I get away with it? Or gold.
Oh, no, gold. Silver. Look. Oh, gold would look good too.
It would. Oh, I'm going for silver. I can't be bothered looking.
Both?
Yes, both, yeah. Okay, right, let's just whack a little.
I know, did it look good? Okay, slapping the silver on. Yo.
Can't live without a bit of sparkle, especially under the sea sparkle.
Absolutely. Under the sea.
I should really have stuck this down, it would have made it.
Yeah, but
it's not
life
go
is
underneath,
well too short for that.
Right, so I'm just going to go for it.
Beautiful. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
that is well cool. Because like you were saying, you've got the depth.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Or you could put, use the normal paste back on top, and then go in and put your paints on, and stuff like that.
That is so cool.
And you can make it stand out a little bit more because it's slightly raised.
Yeah.
If I get a a paintbrush.
With the stencil to clean it with your finger, obviously on a background.
Yeah. Because brushes will move around, you can bring some, sort of make... Oh, whoops.
So almost create like a drop shadow type thing.
Yes, yeah. In fact, I could do that with a bit of this black, couldn't I? No, I couldn't because it's acrylic. But anyway, you get the thing. Yeah. You can go in, and that's wet, so I'm going to end up moving the silver around.
Yeah. That is such a good image. I'm all part of that fabulous collection. And the thing is with this, when it's dry, if you really want that to build, When it's dry,
you can
you
go
add
again.
another layer.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
you've got so many options.
Yeah, you could do 2 background layers to make it really, really stand
And
out.
then you could use one of the ones, you know, the ones we used it at workshop by accident. It were, yeah, I give it a lady, she's like, Leonie, is this meant to have balls in it? But it had, it were like, you know, the ones with the thingy balls in, the micro beads.
Oh, yeah.
That over the top, you know, when it's dried, and
yeah.
then one of them micro beads over the top would look well good. And a crackle background, it'd look gorgeous.
Yes. Green.
Getting all excited.
Yeah, so what I thought I'd do as well is, this just does take a bit of time to, dry, but just very quickly, I'm just going to...
Beautiful. What heat is it outside? 30 degrees?
It's supposed to be a crazy heat wave, isn't it?
Is it 30? Is it honestly now 30 degrees?
Can't be.
Grief.
It's definitely 30 degrees in my body.
And mine is -5. Yeah, and in gallery it's -10. It is mad, because then when you go outside and it's really boiling, your body's just, it goes into shock. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
That'll be my excuse tomorrow when I've got a cold. I'm not planning to wag a day. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? God, I can't be ill tomorrow now. That'd be terrible. You don't just think I'm wagging a day.
I just put my finger in that because it's still
wagging
wet.
a day.
What I would do is put some gloss spray over it,
right,
make it, or heat emboss it.
Really pop.
And also these are wet as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on anyway, so it will be
Sarah,
a card.
that's so cool.
But it didn't take long. I know I'd already done the base, but even so, it doesn't take long.
That's gorgeous.
Whoops. There you go.
Oh, Sarah, I love it.
Isn't that lovely?
That is so cool. Yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous.
That's a work of art.
Work of art, that, mate. That's a work of art. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Aren't these so cool? Check the website out, hochanda.com. They're all there. You can, obviously, if you want to, you can go for individuals. Couples. You've got choices. You've got loads of choices. So if you've got a favourite, you can get that one. However, the biggest deal is definitely if you're going for the full bundle. That is definitely where you're making the most saving, because look at that, it's gone from $35.97 to $29.97, and then if you're part of Hochanda Freedom, that price drops even more, and you're not paying postage. Hochanda Freedom members, let me show you this that our Sarah's just popped in front of us. Half of the stock has gone. Look at that.
I did this years ago.
No way.
And October 13 I did this.
Wow.
I had a smaller version of the seahorse, but you can do, you can still do that with the bigger version.
Of course you can. And where you've put all these, it could be your tentacles.
Yes, it could. Absolutely.
That is superb, superb. I love it because it shows like you've always been into your under the water stuff.
Oh yeah.
This is a
lovely.
thing,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is lovely, isn't it?
Definite thing. Let me show some more of these.
It's quite a nice little journal as well that Alison did.
It's all using them. You'll see this in more detail in next hour, I promise. Look at this.
Aren't they gorgeous? She's done such a nice job. And putting in words like the beach, and, we've all got the, stencils or stamps, haven't we? And even like the Katie Sue Lovely Little Mermaid, you can use, with these.
Oh, there's so much. Waving not drowning. It's good, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
This is super.
She's done a fab job. Really gorgeous. The backgrounds are lovely.
Ebb and flow.
And it's with it being watery theme, you've got all your lovely metallics and your shiny things that you can use. Your shiny
that
things.
is so cool. That is so
it's really
cool.
done a nice job.
You need to be checking out your baskets out. We have got another hour at 2 o'clock, but if there's anything you want, whether you're going for individuals, whether you're going for the full collection so you can create something like that, check your baskets out. I love that.
That was just me messing about, just trying them all out. And I've put the two tentacles side by side, and they do. You can make quite a nice pattern, the repeating pattern with them.
It's amazing. absolutely amazing. Look at the designs, look at the quality, the quantity, and the saving £6. Over half of the stock has now gone. Now you can chill out. Now you can, you don't need to watch any more demos. So it means you can take some time and check those baskets out, because it is very, very busy. 926 975, that's your item number. I'm so pleased. How much time have we got? Oh, I've got a full minute. Can we show that out there then? Well, it's a bit late to move down, isn't it? I can show. Can I?
Run!
Chat, 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 chat. Chat, chat. I'm sorry, did you hear Charlie then? Chatty Charlie, he apologised. Sauce. So if you want any of these, I love this.
I do. I can't wait to put it on the bedroom wall.
Yeah, it looks amazing. The clock
and
is
that's just
fabulous.
Taking parts of it. You don't even have to use the whole thing.
It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've got so many good finished samples from the beautiful art journal. The picture, where's that? That is amazing.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, because she's looking into the
ship. She's sort of steampunked it a bit as well, and I do think that they do lend themselves to steampunky things as well.
Oh yeah.
Especially the tentacles. Imagine if you had all cogs and things with the tentacles.
Yeah, why can't... I mean, I don't know if there has been a steampunk mermaid, but why would there
not? Why not?
She'd be able to take down ships miles easier then. Now, if you do want any of these, check out your baskets. Sarah will be with you at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Bye-bye. Coming up next, we're standing with Craft Creations. We've then got Crafty Devils Christmas MDF, and then it's your Sizzix One Day Special. Stay tuned to Hochanda.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door. I'm lucky enough to have been a guest on Hochanda since day one. I've been working closely with Crafts2 on the development of the John Next Door brand, and also working with their fantastic range of products. I'll be bringing you some fantastic shows that are combining the John Next Door and Crafts2 products. We'll be sharing things like the press cut dies, and some of the Find It media, and some of the other fantastic tools, accessories and other products that Crafts2 bring to everybody at home. I hope you can join me on my crafting journey and learn some tips and techniques from me that I share with you. So don't miss the Crafts2 shows with me, John Lockwood, on Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Blanche Siegmann. I'm the owner of the company La Blanche. The company La Blanche is a crafting company located in Germany. For over 20 years, I'm designing and selling stamps, paper crafting products and home decoration. As a passionate crafter myself, I make sure all our products are of highest quality and easy to use. We produce a whole range of products. We produce paper products. We have also shrink sleeves for your jars, glasses. We have home decoration products, paints and wall decals. Everything, the whole range of crafting we produce for you. I hope you enjoy watching us at Hochanda and crafting with La Blanche.
Hello, welcome back. How are you? 11 o'clock. Always, well, first show of the day. Well, my first show of the day. Jack's second, actually.
Yeah.
Second, you were on at 8 o'clock this morning.
I was the early bird, the breakfast show.
I know, well, early bird catch the worm, as they say, don't they? And honestly, it was a busy show earlier. It was a fantastic range of stamps, and we're going to have another look at them, aren't we?
We are.
So this is one of the latest collections you brought to us.
It is, and it is stunning.
It's
the
beautiful.
artwork is beautiful on it. The stamps themselves were made by our chocolate baroque.
Right, okay.
So we know it's quality.
Right, that's vulcanised rubber they use there.
It is, and it gives such a crisp impression when you stamp with it. It's stunning. Yeah, we're thrilled with them.
Well, you should be thrilled with them. I know lots of you are too at home. The inspiration you've brought in for us is magnificent. You know, it's so worthwhile.
We all say it. I know we all say that, you know, that our design teams are the best, but mine actually are.
Yeah, but yours really are incredibly good, aren't they?
They are, they're fabulous.
Now, just you can see the stamps there. We've actually enlarged the image, and I think this is a great idea because we can have a close look, and it does the detail justice when you enlarge it like this.
I was just
Beautiful.
concerned. I thought I'm going to bring it larger so that you can actually see what's going on, because the artwork, you've got your, you know, some of your usual flowers, but you've also got some of the wildflowers in there as well.
Okay.
And it is just pretty, really pretty.
It's lovely, isn't it?
So the you in there, it's all about you.
Yeah.
Basically. So everything goes with you, so it could be grateful for you, thankful for you, especially for you. You make my life complete. I will always
You
love
did it.
you.
I like that one, yeah.
So you can play around with those, but it's lovely. It's just a delight.
They're beautiful, aren't they? That is
really
a gorgeous stamp. I'm so pleased you've enlarged this so, because it does it detail, it does it justice, doesn't it? Yeah. So you've got 16 stamps there. Now let's have a look at some cards, because obviously these are the real life size now.
They are. So simplicity, you know, so stamping it in black and then doing one spot in colour.
Yeah, it's like a statement piece, isn't it?
It does. It's
very
really
bold.
pretty.
Oh, hello, I like that one.
And then you can go from that to something like this.
Very nice.
You know, you've got your stamp in the corner here that's been stamped and embossed, and then it's been inked over the top, and then you go from that to very clean and simple, but stunning.
Beautiful,
absolutely
aren't they?
Stunning, isn't it?
There's something so fresh and inviting about this.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it was Leslie from Chocolate Baroque who said, if you can stamp just in black ink, if it looks nice, then you've got a great piece of art.
That's right.
It's hard to get it wrong then, isn't it?
It is, which is what we've done here. So all we've done here is it's just a wash over the background and then stamping it in black. And it's pretty, it's easy, it's achievable.
It is,
and I
isn't
think
it?
sometimes we get a little bit scared when we're stamping, you know. I think some people think there's only some people can stamp, but actually everybody can.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is worth it, isn't it? I love this, and this is like a craft card we got here.
It is. So again, stamped on both the craft card and then stamping on our stamping card. A little tag with this one. You'll probably notice there's a Katie Sue little thing, but I've actually cut some out, fussy cut it.
Right, yeah.
So stamped background, fussy cut some of the flowers out, but it's easy, it's achievable.
It is, isn't it? That's one of yours, isn't it? That, I see some of that. That is beautiful. And you quite like your mixed media as well, then?
I love mixed media.
Really?
I just love getting your hands dirty, if I'm honest.
Just getting stuck in and enjoying it.
Absolutely.
So, again, 16 stamps there. Let's have a look at the actual stamps there. So, here it is. So we cut them out ourselves, and it's unmounted, which I think is handy because some people like soft or hard surfaces.
And you'll notice it's a very deep etch.
Yeah.
So you can start and do a lot of techniques with this. So you can stamp into your embossing powder. So rather than you can put a pile of ultra thick embossing powder on, then you can stamp into that. You can't do that with polymer stamps.
Right, okay.
You can do it with the rubber stamps.
I didn't realise that. I see you can use it as a mould, as a press almost.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. It's £16.99. It's a 452-646. Great value for money. It's flying out earlier. This is brand new today. We have got people on the phones right now. If you can go on the website, I feel like there might be some queues building soon. So if you go on the website, Hochanda.com, you can do that. That's the fastest way. Now, we're going to say it in flowers now, aren't we?
In flowers, that's right.
You can never have too many floral designs for craft because you're just going to use them. Happy occasions, sad occasions, they're always easy to fit in.
So again, all of the words are going to fit inside here. It's up to you whether you want to cut this out as 2 stamps or leave it alone as 1 stamp.
What would you do, actually?
I leave it alone because then I can still get 2 bites of the cherry. I can ink that side up and move it down if I want to. I'm no good at lining up.
Right, okay.
So I would stamp one over here and one down here, but by leaving it whole, it allows me to to get the placement right.
You're right, and it's going to be perfectly parallel, isn't it, and straight if you leave.
That's it.
I
And
think
it
that's a
wouldn't
good
be
idea.
if I cut it. It wouldn't be.
No, it'd be
so
on the
I'll leave
wonk if I did it.
So the idea is all of your words is going to fit inside there. You've got extras to build your background. So
Nice.
And just some little accents here, and again, it's all.
Oh, so they're actually the stamps
so
as well.
they're
Oh, I
stamps
see.
as well. Yeah.
How beautiful.
So going into that, let's show one just in monotones. Now this one's mixed both up. So you see, this
Yes.
one was from the last one, and then that one's from this one.
Oh, very nice.
Now you can see those, you know, those accent stamps around there.
That's beautiful. That is smart, isn't it? There's so much to enjoy then. What I like about these stamps that if you're quite new to colouring in and you're a bit unconfident where the light
don't
areas,
need to.
it's hinted at, isn't it?
You don't
just
need to
follow the
colour.
stamp.
That's right. So that's just using one of the elements that's within there.
I've made some lovely wrapping paper with these, actually, you know.
You could.
You really could, or like dressing up some envelopes. I think they get neglected sometimes. I think envelopes are so important.
They do.
We wrap presents, don't we? So we need to wrap a card.
That's
They
right.
are
Do you know,
gifts.
this is colourway that I wouldn't personally have gone for, and
Right.
I adore this card, and this one's from Julie, and I just love the colourway in it, the pops of colour, and doesn't that blue and the orange work so
It's
well
the
together?
blue, isn't it? This
It does.
extended out into the mats and layers. It
And
all
then
ties
again,
in.
just stamp it in black.
Very nice, yeah. And I quite like this because I love like a background making session. I love my backgrounds, you know.
I do
But it's like,
too.
what do I do with these now?
Yeah.
So these are absolutely perfect, these stamps, aren't they?
Absolutely.
They're
absolutely.
ideal.
And
Gorgeous.
then back to colouring in again. So totally up to you. You know what you can do with it.
Isn't that lovely? Sure, I do love a session. Again, it's £16.99. It's a 278027. That is beautiful. Lovely stamping sash. Right, they're the first two. We've also got the flowers all round. These are really... There's a gap in crafty stashes for this. There really is. Because
I think this is going to cover all of everything, you know,
Yeah.
from sympathy to best wishes
Yeah, to good luck,
thinking of you,
congratulations.
everything it's going to cover this because of the it's not just a rose. It's all of those dainty flowers. It's all of those
Yeah.
you know, hand. It's just lovely.
it is. It really is lovely. And do you know, that one there, I'm thinking what stamps I've already got myself to fit inside there. It's going to be perfect.
So this one
With die
actually
cuts.
shows you there's so many wildflowers in here. You know, we've got poppies and bits and pieces that you would see in a hedgerow and things like that. And I think that there's a big fashion on that now. You know,
Yes.
so it's lovely. And I love the brush script.
Yeah, it does work. Well, it's very playful, very welcoming.
So if you love that style, but you're not able to do it, we've done it for you because
Yeah.
it is hard to do, you know.
Well,
so-
it is. And do you know, Robin just said a really good idea. If you've got like a nesting circle die, cut it out, make an aperture. You've got one of those domes you can buy for shaker
Absolutely.
cards. Are you about to show me one of those?
There's a one cut out, and I don't know if I've got it here.
Oh, really? Oh, is it not here?
Have I?
But
Yeah,
we
that
can
one.
visualise.
There
Oh,
we
that's...
go.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you certainly
Great minds,
can.
eh?
You certainly can do that. And there's another one.
Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that smart? They are. It does work really well.
It's just fabulous, isn't it?
But again, it can make it into more of a wreath because wreaths aren't just for Christmas time, are they? They're
No,
be all year
no.
round. They're
And I
sweet,
think
cosy.
What I love about these stamps in particular, it makes me look a little bit better than what I already am.
Oh, really? So
You
they're
know
quite.
what?
They're what? They're forgiving then.
Because they're very forgiving, easy to use.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. I haven't found anything that I've thrown at it that I haven't liked.
Right. Okay.
You know?
It just always works,
Because
doesn't it?
I always get that crisp image. It doesn't matter what you do. And if you go over lines, it doesn't matter.
This colouring is beautiful. What was used for that? Do you know?
It'll have been inks. Let's have a look. They'll tell us. They always tell me. Yeah, it's just watercolours.
Just watercolours. How
And
lovely.
I did one very similar in my last one, and that was just watercolours. And I went over the lines, but it looked right because it was watercolour.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well, we're talking about if you use a stamp with black ink and it looks good then, we mentioned that earlier. If you do the same with like white embossing powder, that's all you need to do. That
Lovely,
is
isn't it?
just stunning.
Really pretty.
Yeah, quite rustic kind of looks we've got there. This is always, that's one of my favourite combinations, craft card and white embossing
lovely,
powder.
isn't it?
I don't know what it is, it's just, it's a lovely, it's like a natural versus like modern kind of contrast we got here. It really does
It's
work,
lovely.
doesn't it? So should we do one more?
Do
This is really intriguing, you know.
So it's faux leather, and it's been stamped on too, and then coloured onto that
magnificent.
as well. It's lovely, isn't it?
So that started life as just a piece of card then, did it? And
I
it's
would have thought so. If it's faux leather, that's what we
yeah,
used to do.
it's
and
like glycerin and all sorts
That's
they
the
use, isn't it?
one.
I know the one.
so
That
you
is
scrunch it
beautiful.
up and, yeah.
So on to fabrics. If you've got the correct fabric ink,
Yeah,
that
you
would look
could use
beautiful,
that.
wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, £16.99. We've had a very busy show already. Seriously, I think we're going to get queues first. So it's 777 517 £60.99. So in case we do get queues, please do go on the phones right now or go on the website if you can. It's a fast way to order. Now, this is really interesting. We've got parchment, but I haven't seen a bundle quite like this. This is a great idea.
I know. So what happened was I wanted, because when we buy in card, papers and things like that, we buy it in and the size is a C size.
Right, okay.
So there's always offcuts left over. So I said, could I have oversized paper? And they said, not really, because it won't fit into any of the modern bags that's
Right,
out
of course,
there.
yeah.
So I said, then can we have the offcuts, because we can practice on them,
You
we
might
can
as well
stamp
have.
on them.
Yes.
You know,
Practicing's
so I
good
said,
to have.
pop them in.
Yeah.
Rather than waste them, pop them in. People will use them.
It really does work, doesn't it? And again, so the offcuts can absolutely ideal for
Yeah.
bands. Be perfect. Use them like you would a piece of ribbon going around a box or something.
That's exactly it.
Just stamp onto them. Isn't that
And
beautiful?
what's lovely is this is a it's 110 GSM parchment, where parchment is normally for white work is 150 GSM.
Is that what it is? Okay.
But this is brilliant for practicing on.
Right, I
because
see.
You will still get the white work
You
showing
can still
through.
do that.
You just have to be a little bit more careful. So as a practice piece, fabulous.
It's
for doing
ideal,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, so 15 sheets with the offcuts.
With the
So we've got
offcuts.
15 sheets of A4
Yeah.
with offcuts. That's really good value.
It is good value.
Exceptional value. Again, 023 614. Definitely add that to your basket. And you can actually emboss onto this, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Like embossing, white embossing palette, obviously.
Absolutely.
That's going to be perfect. So there you go, £9.99. It does fit. I've noticed the difference now, actually. You can. Just that little bit of weight less, you do notice.
Yeah.
So very delicate and smart. And for die cutting, actually, that's going to be even easier.
Everything. Punching, using your punches, everything.
Yeah. Like in this, again, £9.99. Add that to your basket, I'd grab that. If your basket totals £60 or more, don't worry, you can stagger the cost interest-free. So
That's lovely.
it's great that. I love
Yeah,
this. It's brilliant.
absolutely.
So it means you're less likely to miss out on deals just because of the budget you're working
It's always
towards.
good if you can stagger the cost.
It is. Oh, yeah. Well, you might as well. If it's interest-free, you might as well. It is always good. Now, we've got some boxes, but these are satin boxes we got.
They are. They're a luxury box. They've got a beautiful, beautiful glimmer going through them.
Haven't they just?
It totally shimmers in there. And, you know, for weddings, things like that, wedding boxes,
Yeah.
perfect for...
That's that
for
special
your
occasion.
Special occasion things. You could be gifting, so it could be a gift box. It's roughly a 6x6.
Yeah.
So it will fit all of these 6x6 cards. If you ink on top of the box, you can still see it shimmers through.
Yeah. You can, can't you?
I mean, obviously...
Even on the stamped image up here,
Yeah.
you can do. So what ink was that? Sorry, is that like a distressing?
So that's actually oh, come on, not distress.
It looks something. Oh, is it an upside one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So even through that,
So even through that, you're going to see that
the
shimmer.
pigment and the dye.
Yeah.
That's really impressive, isn't it?
And the other lovely thing is no glue's needed to put the box together.
Right. I see.
It's
Shall I
all
look
just
inside?
interlocked. There's nothing inside there for you, but you can. So
Wow, that's
can I-
very neat.
Can I just show you?
Yeah, please do. Oh, I see.
So no glue at all.
And it's all scored for us too, of course.
All scored. All
Oh,
cut
lovely.
out, and it all just opens out. And all it is one fold.
You're doing this in a very awkward position as well, which
I'm
we do
fine with that.
appreciate.
I do one at a time. Pop it in.
So if you do it like this, it's going to be easy on your desk. Isn't it? I get you.
You see it in
It's kind of like mitered in, isn't it? It's
locks.
perfect angles.
So if you do one corner at a time, it's just going to work. Oh,
Very smart.
take it out. There we go.
And it's easy to actually stamp onto it first. If you've got your background stamps, if you've got your sentiments, you obviously do that first.
last
don't you?
one.
Very
there you
nice,
go.
perfect. But how neat and smart is this? And you might have some tissue
And it's
paper
quite
as well.
strong as a box. Once you've got that lid on, it's quite strong, so
Yeah.
it's going to keep anything safe. So if you've done a beautiful card or anything like that and you don't want it to get damaged,
Yeah.
you pop it in one of these.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? You could put, if you've got those parchment offcuts, you could put that round,
Yeah.
use it like a ribbon,
I
couldn't
think
you?
for that price, for 10,
Yeah.
it's worth just having in for when because there's nothing worse than making a card, realising it's going to get squashed in
No,
the post,
it's
needing
not,
a
is
box,
it?
and then having to make a box.
Yeah,
having
yeah.
in.
And then who
Having
knows
in
what... When we buy something in a rush, you know, who knows what kind of price we're going to be paying. But whilst we got this deal for £10.99, I have spent... a lot of money on boxes, even like bottle bags. Spent like £4 or £5 on those. I know it's a different kind of thing.
For the luxury type of card that it is, well worth getting in.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
We are busy for this one already now. We've only literally just started looking at it. £10.99,
Yeah,
six,
lovely.
and they are luxury. They are for your weddings. And
They are.
I do think a lot of cards.
Gift giving. It could be a scarf
Yeah.
in there. It could be jewellery in there. You might be a
Definitely
jewellery.
jewellery.
Jewellery in. Jewellery's always good in a box, isn't
Yeah,
it?
let's get a bit of foam. It is, honestly. But you know when you got a box that sort of size, you know it's going to be something special inside, don't you? It's that kind of size, isn't
You
it?
could even run it through your embossing machine if you want to.
And then you can fold it together.
Just fold the edges in first, run it through your embossing machine and emboss it. It's beautiful.
Very nice. Well, lots of ideas for this. That is absolutely flying. Now, we've also got, if you think that's good value, this is exceptional. Now, you're actually going to choose 3 colours. You get 30 of each. So obviously, therefore, 90 sheets in total for £12.99. This is great, Jack.
It's good, isn't it?
This is fantastic.
And going back a while, it used to be at least 30p a sheet,
Right,
if
okay.
not more. This is a good weight. It's a beautiful. The linen is always more expensive, funny enough.
Is that what it is?
Card.
Oh, is it really?
Always. But it is a beautiful linen on there. And do you know, sometimes we worry about making backgrounds.
Yes.
Don't bother, make your card, make a base card out of this.
Yeah. And
you know, and you've already got that background. We've got Christmas coming up.
Yes, good point.
You've got your reds, your Christmas reds and your Christmas greens in there, but we've also got the soft pinks and we've also got the creams.
To break up if you want to.
Yeah.
I see. But you're right, you know, we do struggle with backgrounds sometimes, but that is, you're starting as you mean to go on. That is already a good sense of value you've got in your card. It already looks smart.
It's classy look, isn't it?
It's already
it
classy.
Really is.
I like that. And it's so important, this.
It is
really
important.
is. Do you know what I think a linen card, when we see some like stitch cards, people use thread and embroidery, don't they?
That's
sometimes.
right.
And I think if you got like a hammered finish or a linen finish, that looks very smart. It really
look
works well.
expensive. A little bit more expensive, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, which 3 would you go for then, Jack?
I would definitely go for a cream.
Right.
I would
Yeah.
have to go for a red linen just because I love the linen effect. And I think because it's, you know, it's coming up to that time when I will be making Christmas cards, I would
to the green, aren't
probably
you?
make the green.
Yeah, I think so. You've got nice variety there. You're taking advantage, I think,
Yeah.
of the selection, aren't we?
Yeah.
So again, £12.99, folks. Again, that's 90 sheets. So 14 pence a sheet. We can't go wrong with that. 921340. Do dial the number 01733 602,000. We've got a call centre right upstairs, just above where Jack and I are standing right now. They're ready to take your call. If you can go on the website, hochanda.com, it's the fastest way to order. We've also got some stamping card for you. Very lovely and smooth, so you're going to get that lovely, lovely finish. If you've got intricate stamps like we've got on today's show with Jack, these are going to make them work, going to make them pop. £17.99, again, that's 100 sheets. It's a 237698. We had a busy show earlier. This is a really busy one. Thank you so much. We've got a lot of people watching clearly now. So we have got 100 sheets of natural A4 cardstock. So you've got the black, the craft, and the natural parch mark. Oh, a bit of parch mark. £14.99. Very pretty. Now, it's £76 actually. We can't ignore this. They all mount up. These savings we've got on today's show. I really would go for those boxes. They are flying. And some of the stamp sets we got, they are all worthwhile taking a peek of. Again, they're made by Chocolate Baroque. You've got that vulcanised rubber. They're built to last. And the details, the designs are gorgeous, aren't they?
They are.
They're just so usable. And I think if you're new to stamping, I think an alphabet's good for personalising, obviously. But then, really, I think butterflies, flowers, I think they're up there because they're just so usable.
I knew we chose the right images the minute that Leslie rang us from Chocolate Baroque.
Right.
Leslie rang up and she said, can I colour some of these in?
Right, there you go.
I said, absolutely, absolutely. So these here are what Leslie's coloured for me. And
let's have a look.
Some of her design team has actually made some cards for me as well.
Oh, really? Because
I love them. They wanted to.
They want to use them.
Yeah,
they want to get stuck
absolutely.
in. They want to see the results. That, Leslie, thank you for watching. That is beautiful.
She's good, isn't she?
She's wonderful.
So
She's great for
this
Lee to
one was
work
done
with
with
as well.
watercolour pencils.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely gorgeous. The next one
Very
that you're
nice.
bringing up is from a jelly plate. So she's actually stamped onto the jelly plate and then pulled that off the jelly, put that on, pulled that off. So it's still giving us a crisp image.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely fabulous.
I love a jelly plate, you know, because you can never... it's always delivered. They always deliver.
They do. So this one's being done with a brayer.
Very nice.
So inked with a brayer, probably is a watermark stamp ink to go on there, and then braid over the top, which sort of, you know, gets rid of the
You're
ink
removing the ink and then you stamp.
Yeah.
It's like a negative we're working with, isn't it? There.
It is. Lovely.
Very pretty, very pretty. Again, you can see all these different stamps on our website. They're gorgeous.
Shall we have a play then?
Let's have a go.
Shall we?
Right then.
So I'm going to do something similar to this, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit because I'm going to do watercolour effect, but I'm going to stamp it first. So I'm going to stamp it and then bring the watercolour in.
The beautiful effect, aren't they? If I've got a stamping platform like the one we're about to use, then the possibilities, they are endless, aren't they?
So normally I would...
That's a VersaFine, so is it?
It is a VersaFine,
Yeah.
this one. I think it's Spanish moss or something like that.
Very nice.
So I'm going to stamp all of it with this one first. And then I'm going to stamp this one here, which is the wording. If you're a little bit worried about getting the wording right or getting it lined up, what I suggest is you use maybe a pencil line, a ruler line, anything like that, and line it up first before you take it over.
It's handy to do. Oh, I see.
It just makes it easier.
The way you position your platform is perfectly in line with the map.
It is.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm going to add some pink to that one. So I may as well do them all together while I'm on here, and then I'll remove the wording, and then I'm going to have a play with that ink. So let's see how that goes. I'm not normally a platform girl, but I do like this because it allows me to go backwards and forwards with it.
Well, and if you make a mistake, if you're unconfident stamper, then as long as you leave everything in the same position, you just have another go.
That's right, and that's the beauty of it. And you can change up what you're doing. So if you want to go in a second time, you can do.
So if you want to add a bit of colour in the middle bit, you can just do that.
That's right. So
They are so worth it.
Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm going to move those from there. I'm just going to move them out, and I'm going to just give this a spritz with water, although I'm not using it with this. I'm going to use some watercolours.
That's like that's your cards, isn't it, really, now?
It is.
For there.
I'm just going to clean that one up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to change it. So
That's just
leaving
water,
that where it is,
just a
that
rag.
was just water. Yeah. So leaving it where it is, and I'm going to go in with the watercolour pencils. Sorry, the watercolour pens. So I'm going to colour these in. And you see there's nothing difficult about this. I'm basically squiggling on it.
Very nice.
Squiggling on there, like so. Adding a little bit here, there and everywhere.
Just sort of like hovering around, potting around with it.
I am. I think sometimes we get too hung up on colouring, and sometimes it's better by not getting hung up and just having a go. And then just in this one. So there's nothing difficult on what I'm doing, is there?
Aren't they?
They are. They're lovely. There we go. And then a little bit of green.
Do you have to work quite quickly then? Quick is going to dry?
Well, you could, but I'm going to spritz it afterwards. So it doesn't matter at all.
So it kind of reactivates, doesn't it?
Yeah. So just...
It's going to be beautiful. They're so worthwhile, these stamping platforms. You know, there's a lot of good ones out there. We had one actually on the One Day Special yesterday, so apparently they flew out. Maybe you got one of those. The stamps are perfect to add to those.
So I'm still going to add a little bit of yellow here and there, just to change tones up. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to spritz that with a bit of water.
Yeah.
And we're going to take that back over. So I've got the original print, take that back over.
Okay.
And stamp that down.
It's going to be beautiful. Oh, I like that.
There we go.
Jack, that is stunning.
It's quite nice, isn't it? Just changing it up, so not worrying what I'm doing at all, really.
I mean, that could be finished now, couldn't it?
It could. The only thing that I would do to finish it up...
It's finishing the card that's difficult. It's like, when do you kind of know when it's finished? It's.
Do you know what? It doesn't have to be difficult. So all I'm going to do...
Oh, I see. It's like a little natural kind of stitch kind of look now.
So I haven't done anything difficult, have I?
That's a wonderful way.
All the way around.
It's nice, it's a natural way of framing, isn't it?
It is. And it's playful, I think. You know, it takes the stark edges off.
Yeah, it does.
It
softens the whole card, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I don't mind missing places.
Yeah. The crosses add
there we go.
A lot of charm. That's beautiful, Jack. That's
lovely.
Like that? I do like that. I like that. You know, if we like these, that didn't take long actually at all. How can we make and sell, by the way? What's like the angel policy?
Absolutely. As long as you're in,
yes,
you can sell.
Well, very generous. Obviously, this is Craft Creations live here on Hochanda with Jack. You can do this at home. We've got those stamps on the show, and again, the £16.99. You can't go wrong. And the stamps, the actual physical stamps, made by Chocolate Baroque, so you know you have got that guarantee there. It's vulcanised rubber, and I keep saying that, but we want them to last. And Leslie often says, another one of Leslie's, it's art for life if you look after them.
It is.
It's art for life. I love that. So I use that an awful lot. Very pretty. Shall I do a quick recap?
That
Is that a
would be
good time
lovely,
for you?
and I'll get ready for another one.
Lovely, Jack. I love your work. Right, have a look on our website if you can, because you'll see all the designs we've got. Brand new ones from Craft Creations. We've got some lovely parchment. We have got some very luxurious satin finished boxes with some beautiful cards, so do have to check all these out. Right, I've got to recap these stamps for you because they're busy earlier on, but they're even busier this hour. Right, we're now a third of the stock gone on all three. On all three, it's not even midday yet. So this is actually the last show of Jack today as well. So this has been a great few shows, and you can watch the first one back on Rewind. So if you missed that one, you're going to get lots more inspiration. Right now, there's always room for floral designs. This one's called Flowers for You. £16.99. It's 452646. Right, now, you see the stamps right there? We've actually enlarged them so you can really get a sense of this detail. So there you go. Firstly, that's actually obviously size of the stamp that you're getting right there, but we've enlarged them because we want to do it justice. We want you to see on camera just how detailed these bits are. The leaves, the character of the leaves, the shading, the shadows. It's got that lovely, natural, handmade kind of authentic feel to these. You've got that lovely flourish on the U there. This is all about you, basically, the stamp. So you've got obviously especially 4. We've got well done. But I really like the did it. So you did it. I mean, you pass your exams, for example, or, I don't know, just a wonderful... Pass a driving test. Yeah, who knows? I've got to say, graduation. Very nice. We've got I Will Love You. You Make My Life Complete. Isn't that nice? There we go. It's £60.99 again, brand new today. It's the 16 stamps. Let's show you what you can do with these. They all do work well. I mean, boxes really work well. Don't think we saw this one properly earlier. Again, the design team, Craft Creations, absolutely on it. And that's just using a little tiny bit from the stamps, don't forget. There's one Jack did. So you incorporate with other stamps you've got. Think what background papers that you've got with these. They are very pretty. And again, because you've got the stamped image, you can actually fussy cut bits out and decoupage it. You really easily can, can't you? And then, if I actually show you, if you love your backgrounds, that is gorgeous. I know they're not silhouettes, but you can use them like you would a silhouette stamp. If you just got that beautiful background, that burst of colour, and then add that detail in, very smart. They're just so easy to use. If you like something a little bit more simplistic, and I mean that in the most beautiful way, it's more of a fresh kind of card, we got that. That screams summer. That makes you smile, doesn't it? And just one more. There we go. That is really divine. So there you go. Wedding cards, happy occasions, words of condolences perhaps as well. You can always reach for the stamp set. £16.99. A third's gone. And we had a big stock of this one, folks. So again, it's 452646. Again, £16.99. Now, that was Flowers for You. That's all about sort of like you. You can really personalise these. But we've also got Say It in Flowers. Now, you've got 9 stamps here. You cut them up yourself. This one's really clever. Now, this one I've got right here. You can see that's actual, obviously the actual stamp. So you can cut them up into 2 if you wanted to, but you can keep the whole one just like there. Yeah, if you want to make the gap wider or narrower. But I think it's actually quite good because if you do want to actually cover them yourself, you can do. So I would actually cut it out in one big piece and then just mask one area off. I'd probably do that. Right now, you can see the detail that we've got inside there. They're just going to work. Now, just think. What occasion have you got coming up recently? Is it going to be for weddings? Have you got birthdays coming up? No, is it going to be? Yeah, anniversaries are a lovely one. This is something grand. This is for something special. Again, you can narrow the gap, make it a bit wide if you want to. But we've got With Love, thinking of you, best wishes, happy birthday, and they will fit obviously inside there as they come. You've got these little bits on the side, the little dots. Well, I think it's a really nice way of just underlining. If you have got a sentiment, you could actually widen the gap there and put these top and bottom with the wording in the middle right there. You can do. You can extend that to make a border, and it is hard to draw dots the same size, especially if you're going, you know, sort of like up and down, if you get my drift. So that's very, very smart. Right, this is beautiful. This is summer. This is a scream summer we got right there. So again, you can always reach for the stamp. This is going to be that one you reach for time and time again. If you want to make quick cards, you can really do it with this. If you, especially got something like a stamping platform, you've got some lovely inks, a nice card, you can really make a card so very quickly. And you can make them modern, you can make them quite traditional looking, but that is a masterpiece, isn't it? So you can make big, busy, involved cards. You can make them very simplistic if you wanted to. The art is in the stamp. Use it how you will. Again, it's £16.99. It's 278027. I'm really excited about this. I'm not just saying that because we're doing it right now. It's just they're just so usable. If you're stuck for that idea, you can always reach for this. If you're unsure what somebody would like, they're bound to like this, bound to be well received as well, because it's just so beautiful. Right, we've also got flowers all round. Now, this is very clever. Now, this is one of the most popular sets we've got. Nearly 40% of the stock's gone here. Okay, so for £16.99, you're going to use beautiful words. And a very playful word, you know, it's quite hard to get a font that's good for girls and for guys, for different age groups. Kids could love this font because it's just such good fun. It's very glamorous as well for adults, equally so. And they will fit inside that beautiful, beautiful space in the middle. Again, if you've got nesting dies, cut that out as an aperture. Put these little domes, these little blister domes, and make beautiful shaker cards with these. Very, very pretty. But again, like the other sets, they work also in different styles. That is gorgeous. Julie did this one. Thanks very much, Julie. Sorry if I haven't read out all your names, but they all are gorgeous. Love that star. But I love Dawn's usage here with white embossing palette on craft card. That now is the testament to the stamp. It does just work. Isn't that nice? And then, if you see here, you've got little plaques again. So wall art, wall hangings. Very, very pretty. But I don't think we saw that one earlier, actually. That's really lovely. Love distress edges there. That's one of Jack's as well. Thanks very much, Jack. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. £16.99. We are getting busy for this now. Hopefully the stock's going to last the rest of the hours. I know Jack's got a lot more demonstrations, but like I said, we're not only just half an hour in. 40% of this one's gone, so it is busier and busier. £16.99. I'm really excited about this. And I am so pleased because they're just something you're going to use. And I get it. Some stamps, it's fun to buy something niche, isn't it? But how often do we use them? With this one, you're bound to get your money's worth, because I think for girls, for guys, I think, you know, I'd appreciate this. I'd appreciate the beauty. I'd appreciate the detail in that stamp. But again, for £16.99, it's really worthwhile. 777 517. That was arty, wasn't it? Again. 01733 60 2000. Do shop ahead on the website if you can do. Like Jack and I were saying earlier on, if your basket totals £60 or more, you can stagger the cost interest-free. It divides into two flexible payments. So there we go. If this is without your budget a little bit, then do not worry, because you can stagger the cost. So it means you're going to get these good deals there. Getting 023614. So there we go. Now, parchment paper. This is really impressive now. They ordered large bits of paper there, Craft Creations. So what you're actually going to get here is 15 A4 size with the offcuts. Why not have that? It's a beautiful band around some wine bottles for gift. It's a lovely band around a card. Use it like you would a piece of ribbon. Stamp onto it like you would ribbon. Now 30%'s gone. Use this because it's a slightly lower weight than some other parchment papers I've seen. Why not use this as like an insert for your card? I'd say that's absolutely ideal. The sense of value that's going to create is going to be really divine. Again, £9.99. Speaking of luxury, we've also got these boxes. Now then, you've got a pack of 10 here. You don't need any glue or any adhesive whatsoever to glue them together. But with this one, they fold in and they are divine. If you have got something like your ink pads or your distress inks, they're going to look really well, because even the colour, that shimmer, does prevail. It's beautiful. But actually, have a look at this, Jan, because that's oxide ink, isn't it?
It is oxide ink that shines through it.
The finish of the card still prevails through that colour.
So there it is in a different colour. So
I like that.
It just works.
Yeah,
you know,
it does,
really does. Do you want me to show how to make one up?
Shall we?
Shall we?
We could do, couldn't we? We could do. Because I've got to say, for £9.99, it's quick to do.
It is really
So no
quick.
glue.
So no glue. 2 folds in, 1 fold out.
Right.
2 folds in, 1 fold out. 2 folds in, 1 fold out. All the way. Okay. And then at the side, you see it's got little perforations. So that is meant just to fold in all this.
Because you want it to look nice inside when you open the
You
gift.
do.
You don't want bits of glue and bits of tape showing.
And I like that it's a two-way, it's double-sided, so that your luxury's throughout.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
So one corner at a time is the easiest way, so that you're not grappling with it. So just bend that in, tuck it underneath the other one and fold that down. Move on to the next corner, do the same again, over, and one locks into the other. Do the same again.
It's a clever design, isn't it?
All the way around. And
It is
again,
precise
all the way
work,
around.
isn't it?
And there we go.
That's beautiful.
Easy.
And before even that bit, you're going to think of what background stamps you got. Imagine like a damask kind of background stamp. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to look like you've got lining,
And
isn't it?
it's a professional finish, you know, so once you put your card in there, you've got that professional finish all the way through. And, you know, if the person wants to keep it for another time, they can open it out, put it flat, put it away until they need it.
Until they need it. Why not? Why not? It's
not?
nice to recycle in that respect, isn't it?
It is.
£10.99. Again, so 10 boxes, it's over £1 a box. How much have you spent on boxing like this previously? Do you know what? And I think a lot of cards, sometimes we don't embellish because we know we've got to post them in envelopes. Why not? Give yourself that depth. Give yourself that room. Again, it's 166218. So then, Jack.
Flowers all around. And, you know, earlier you said about die cutting. So I've die cut from there, which is going to help me when I start and ink it up. So I'm making a very simple card.
Yeah.
You know,
Very nice.
Very, very simple for you.
Well, you say that, but it doesn't look simple, doesn't it? It's probably simple in terms of putting it together.
It is, honestly. So flowers all around we're going to use, and we're going to stamp that up. And this one's black onyx. And
Yeah,
I
you
love it
can
in black.
get an impact actually the same way now. The detail that you've got there is really
Beautiful, isn't it?
admirable.
And I love the stitch detail that's in the centre of this one as well. It just finishes it off.
Look how it softens it all.
It does. And then we'll turn that over. Middle for diddle, or thereabouts. I'm never very good at lining them.
Middle for diddle. Okay. If it looks right in the eye, if it looks good, it is good.
And if it's
Isn't
more
that-
in the middle, chop a bit off.
Exactly, slice a bit off. That's why it's always good having a trimmer, isn't it?
No, I think we'll worry too much about it. For me, it's
Beautiful.
stunning. Absolutely stunning, isn't it?
I mean, it's this kind of image you can just stare at for ages. It never ceases to amaze me, the detail you can get in stamps. And again, because we've got that rubber stamp, you can use that like as a mould, you were saying, or you can press into, was it embossing powder you said?
You can do...
or clay?
You can do it with ultra thick embossing powder.
That's
You can do it on clay, you know, the Katie Sue's
I know,
hard
the air dry clay.
Yeah, you can stamp into that as well. So the reason I'm drying the ink off is because Versifine's very juicy.
Right.
First of all, and I'm going to add some ink over the top of all of this now.
Okay.
I'll just pop that out of the way.
It looks like you've embossed that almost, but you haven't. It's just a very
No,
good black ink,
it's
isn't
just a fabulous black ink.
it? Amazing.
So I did this with my dies. I had some nesting dies, and I thought, right, okay, let's see where we're going with this. So I'm going to start by popping that over like so. Keeps my fingers off it,
Right.
but it allows me
Does
to
it-
colour.
Okay.
To colour in. Let's have a look. There we go.
It's a little window, isn't it?
It
now?
is, but it allows me to get the inks in without getting it anywhere else. Because I'm a messy crafter, and I would have my fingers all over that
It's
card.
very neat as well. Do you have a
No,
craft
I'm
room at home then?
I once tidied the craft desk up, and I couldn't craft for weeks because I had no inspiration around me.
Right, oh, really?
Sounds silly, but yeah, that's true.
Well, and I think we all have the creative blocks, don't we, sometimes when it comes to anything creative, actually. Not just like crafting
but
stuff.
I'm a very visual person,
Right.
so I like inspiration around me. And as I say, I had no inspiration whatsoever because I'd tidied up.
So how do you overcome that then, actually? Well, get
Mess
messy
it up
again.
again.
But like, do you just flick through the stamps and you
Yeah.
get an ideas?
Yeah.
Think what colours you've
I
got.
think what happens is with most crafters, and I'm sure those at home will agree with me, you start to tidy up. And as you tidy up, you find something that you put to one side.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, I could do this with that. So you get a bit more mess out. And you start using what you put to one side. And it's an ongoing thing. It really is. So
Yeah.
if you tidy it up and you've got nothing on your desk, you've got no inspiration. So going round all the way. And then if we take that out
That
of there.
What oxide is that, sorry?
This one, I think
Lime
it's
Kiss.
twisted
No, it's not.
citron.
Twisted citron.
Twisted citron. So I'm just going to tidy up underneath that.
I love that black ink. Was that just versifying, was
Just
it?
versifying. It's a beautiful
I've
ink.
forgotten how black that is. That is a jet black,
good,
isn't
isn't it?
What a good ink.
So there we go. And then we want a birthday stamp. So I'm going to let you can choose any of those. They're all
Any one of
nice.
these?
They're all nice positive words.
They are nice,
Go for
aren't
it. We've got
I don't know.
special, fabulous. Fabulous is quite nice.
So you get a fabulous.
Go for fabulous.
Beautiful's good as well. It describes the stamp for me. Fabulous they are. Nearly half of this stamp set's gone now.
Yeah,
so that's
funny.
jumped up another 10% gone. So half of the stock's gone now. So £60.99. This is what you're getting with all these, like Jack said, beautiful words. 777-517. That's special. That amazing is quite a cool one to have in there.
It is. I like it because it's all positive words going
They
on.
are, yeah.
And there's the fabulous. And I'm going to quickly dry that off and then I'm going to cut it out.
Very nice. Very nice. Do you have a favourite stamp set? I know it's hard to say.
Oh, it changes all the time. Every time I use one, I think, no, this one's
Yeah.
my favourite. So,
They work together, don't they?
They
Of
do.
course, they all work.
so what I'll say is, and I'm probably telling people how to do this, and they'll know, I find leaving a little white border helps, and turning the card and not my scissors.
Right.
So by turning the card, I'm never quite as worried that I'm not going to get it.
I've heard that, yeah.
So you see, I'm leaving quite a border.
It's like a
Not
funky
worried
kind of
about
frame.
that. Yeah, it's quite nice. She says as she cuts into the S.
That's right. It's always easier at home, isn't it? How long have you been crafting for now, Jack?
Oh heavens! Since I was a little girl.
Really? Oh, lovely.
My mum is. She'll not mind us in. She's 85 and she still crafts.
Oh, brilliant. Good for you. Is she watching now?
She will be. She spends a lot of time on her bed because she's mostly wheelchair bound.
Oh, okay.
So she crafts and she says it takes all her mind off any pains or anything else.
Oh, good for you. Glad to hear that.
But as a child, she made all our clothes.
Oh, right. Oh,
So
talented lady.
sewing, and she had, I don't know if you remember, she had a really old-fashioned knitting machine. Although she hand knit, she had an old-fashioned knitting machine,
Right.
and it had a great big handle, and you used to have to run backwards and forwards with it.
Really?
And my mum would set the tea away, and she would say to us, "Go on, you run backwards and forwards with that."
Right, okay.
And by the time you've done half a jump, your tea will be made.
Brilliant. It's a good little exercise, little project for the afternoon.
Well,
Never jumper.
But my mum got us into craft, and as I got older, I thought, I haven't got...
It often does work like that, runs in the family.
Well, I actually gave all of my craft away.
Yeah.
I started it and then I had family and I thought I haven't got time for this anymore. There's, I've got family to look after.
Yeah.
I've got 2 girls, and I gave everything away, every single thing.
Oh, you did?
away. Yeah. And I couldn't be without it.
No.
And
Then you built it back up again.
The thing that got me back into it was parchment craft.
Right, I see.
My mum showed me a picture and I said I could do that. And that was it, hoosed again.
Right.
So I had to buy everything all over again.
Very satisfying.
So all I've done is I've put some foam pads on there just to make that pop and lift it up a little bit. We'll pop that just in the centre, like so. A little bit of glue on the back.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I'll pop that onto the card. I'm an upside down girl, so I've got to be careful when I stick things. I often make cards for the other side of the world. Pop that down, and I would just finish that off with a little ribbon.
Oh, well, it does
There we
work,
go.
doesn't it? Doesn't that tie it in?
Just a little ribbon.
That
and
is
it's done.
so the
Pretty,
presence
isn't it?
to that card now. And that's easy to do.
Very easy to do.
Isn't it easy to do?
And that's what I love about it. It doesn't have to be difficult.
No, not at all.
It can be if you want it to be,
Yeah.
or it can be really easy and you can just enjoy using them.
You can spend 10 minutes or 2
Yeah.
or 3 hours. If
Exactly.
you really want to, you could paint so carefully and want to on that. I love
Yeah.
that. Shall I do a really quick recap?
Off you go.
A really quick one. I'll be
Yeah.
right. We got some photos to show you actually of bits and pieces you may have missed if you just tuned in. So we've got the flowers all round. So if you like the ones we've just been using, these are all of them now. Don't forget, please, half of the stock has gone. 777-517. So that's 7 stamps there. We've also got satin flowers. 40% of this one as well. I think people are actually buying more than one set. So, guys, if you are thinking that they will work well together, they definitely will do. Lovely, consistent theme we've got throughout. So, £60.99. Those 9 stamps there is 278027. Brought to us by Craft Creations, and the actual stamps themselves manufactured by Chocolate Rock. Need I say more? They got that vulcanised rubber. It's smart. Now then, this is probably one of my picks, and I'm not alone in saying this, because also here, half of it's gone. Half it. This is all about you, as it were. So you got, you make my life complete, I will always love you. And the way you's always underlined and got that flourish, it just fits, doesn't it? But we did the most beautiful card using that stamp on the left there. So do, if you get this now, do watch us both shows back. Obviously, we'll start at 11 o'clock this morning, and then the first one was between 8 and 9. One more picture for you, actually. Now, if you are looking to get some stamping card, this is perfect. Why? Because it's just so smooth. If you really want to get that beautiful stamped image, all that intricate detail, if you want to show that off, this is important. £17.99 for 100 pieces. 100 pieces. That obviously, that could be 200 A5 backgrounds to this. That's an awful lot for your money. It's a 237698. And obviously, when you got deals like that, you haven't got to obviously carry it home from a shop. It gets delivered straight to your door. And we said smooth. I've got to say, Jack, that is super smooth.
It's fabulous, isn't it? You're going to get a really crisp image on this. This is what we brought it in for.
Right.
To be able to, so that your inks will sit on the top. It won't drag the ink in.
Is
it
that
won't
why?
spread it out.
Because as it sinks in, it can spread.
It does.
You lose that crisp. You
do.
get like an
This is
HD kind of
beautiful.
line on that,
Yeah.
don't you? Very pretty, very pretty. £17.99. Thanks, Jack. We've got about 10, 11 minutes left, just to let you know.
Okay. So I thought we'll plain make a background because I know you like making them, but I won't dry because it just takes forever. But I'll show you it being made. So, quite like oranges. That's what we're going to do.
That's beautiful. I love it. Going for a vibrant theme today, aren't we? Is this
absolutely.
is this how you normally craft at home then as well?
I just
Is
play.
these your sort of colours?
I just play.
You just play,
I
yeah.
just love playing.
It's nice, isn't it?
Absolutely love playing with it.
Do you have all the... Because we're talking about these stamps, they're so good for occasions. As a crafter who's been doing it for years, what kind of occasions do you craft for the most, do you say? Is it going to be for Christmas? Is it birthdays?
Thank you.
Is it thank you? Right. This is ideal then.
Yeah, I do. I love...
Of course, thank you cards, yeah.
I love sometimes a just because card.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's totally up to you what you,
It is, isn't it?
what you do with it. And I don't stamp any sentiments on normally, so that's why I like the positive words. I don't stamp a lot of sentiments on until I'm ready or I know who I'm sending the card
Yes.
to, because sometimes sentiments are...
It's personal.
It's personal,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
It's an easy part to tailor it then.
but a positive word,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be
I
personal.
like your thinking.
then. So, a little bit of oxides, and I don't think we'll ever get tired of seeing this, will we?
No, no.
You know. So we're going to take it, where have I put it? There we go. And we're going to, and I did this earlier, and I've got to tell, I'm going to get it all over my hands now, but I did it earlier, and before I'd done, I put gloves on.
Oh, really?
Stop it getting, yeah.
That, I haven't seen oxides actually been used like this.
Give over.
I haven't actually. I've seen them
Honestly?
like bread, but actually just like this. I really don't think I have.
No.
And that's surprising, isn't it?
Isn't it? Let
That's
me just pop that to
beautiful.
one side, and I'll just show you a couple of things that you can do then. I may as well while I'm here. So, popping
That
that
is
to
a
one
stunning
side.
background.
Oh, I've just dropped mine. Drying it off.
Do you need that bit you just dropped?
I do, but I'll get it in a
Sorry,
oh, thank
I've got
you,
it, I've got
Charlie.
it.
Aren't you fabulous?
we're team players here. There you go.
So you see,
So we use it.
I was actually going to use that one, but I think this one's so pretty, I think we'll use this one.
It is nice, actually.
Right, so once you've done it like that, what is lovely
It's quite galactic in the theme.
is if you spray
yeah.
some water on and just give it a, you can get some really good
It's like that
effects.
mottled effect.
Yeah, and then this is a big one, but we'll go with it, won't we? And then if you roll over, you get that
Very
lovely,
nice.
You get that lovely mottled effect with it.
Now,
So that's quite
I could do an
nice to
afternoon
do.
just doing things like that.
It's fabulous.
I wonder what to all these backgrounds, isn't it?
I know. It's just wonderful. Right, so we'll go back to it. We're going to use the Sate in Flowers.
Yeah.
And I need another piece. There we go. And we'll go for the black again. For the onyx. If I can find it. That's the one. And again, if I get this one a bit skewedy with.
Yeah, that's a good word.
A skewedy with.
A bit skew with.
A bit skewedy
Oh, I
with.
must use that more.
I think what we'll do is.
We're just going for distress look then, aren't we?
Yeah, but
You just like, you know, get a scissor blade or distress around the edges.
so you
and
could
it's all-
either put a ribbon to hide it, or you could put your words a little bit longer, you know, a little bit depth-wise, better than what it was. But I think we'll try and go for it. We'll see if we've got it
Let's
right,
do
eh?
it. Let's do it.
And if not, we'll dance. Okay. Oh, off there. I'll just press that down.
That is beautiful.
All right, and then we'll pop that one to one side.
Well, how do you mount these stamps, by the way? Because you don't have to mount them, do you?
No, you don't. When I was first doing this, is on the film, the foam.
The foam, right?
You know, but you don't have to. You can just use, you know, a good old stick, you know, glue stick.
Right,
You
okay.
could use that if you wanted to.
Oh, right.
You could use. There's a lot of repositionable mounts that
Yes.
you can use.
Like that
So-
temporary adhesive
Yeah,
sprays.
totally up to you.
There's lots
and
of
I've
those.
lost a stamp set. I just need. Let's have a look. We'll have a happy birthday in this one, I think.
And this is from the same collection now, isn't it? This
It
piece here.
is.
Very,
So-
very pretty.
So using on this one, I'm going to use a piece of the parchment, which I'm going to put over the top and use it as a. So this is a piece of the waist.
So, yeah, so you get these as offcuts. You get
You do.
15 A4 sheets plus offcuts, like just strips like that. Very pretty. In fact, details on the side of the screen right now, actually. So again,
I just don't like waste, Charlie.
no, well, but that just adds so much sense of value now, doesn't it?
Yep,
Just
it
this,
does.
and well, you know, it's going to £9.99 as well. We can't argue with that. Great deal.
No, and your offcuts. So there we go. We've got that going through there. Now pop that to one side. And we'll go back to our
I'm in love with
distress.
that ink. I know it's just a black ink, but that is a very good one, isn't it?
Good,
actually?
isn't it? Let me just get that off.
Very, very good one.
And I'm going to go for two colours now, because we can. So I've got a mustard seed and I've got an apple one. And I'm going to use both together, so
Very nice.
which will give me that orange.
It's all going to tie in there,
orange
isn't it?
look
That
to
background.
Yeah. And I'm being very careful because I haven't dried this one. So I'm just being a bit careful with that ink. There we go. So it all just ties in together.
Very nice.
It's quite summery colours these, aren't they? So what I love about it is I haven't had to colour
Yeah.
this at all if I didn't want to.
No, no.
You can,
Yeah.
but you know, you don't have to. You're going to get so many
But it's
different
nice
looks.
like a little. Oh, what's the word? Not ombre, but yeah.
You're going to be able to get so many different looks with this by colouring or not colouring or stamp embossing and you know, putting your,
It's nice
putting
like
your
the
embossing
vignette, I
powders
guess the
on.
word. It's like nice.
Yeah. So let's pop those to one side.
Again, you could spend ages like colouring in those
Oh.
flowers if you wanted to. You
Absolutely.
really could.
So I'll build the card up now. And I'm just going to pop a bit of this in. What I tend to do with ribbons is I take a piece which is big enough, a little bit extra, and I
Right.
always tie the two ends together first, and then decide where I'm going to put it.
Mm.
So if you're no good at ribbon, at bow making or,
Yeah,
or
which I
making
can't.
bows, just tie a
People make it look so easy, don't they? Even the bow makers will use their fingers.
I do.
Still can't. How do you do that? It's
just tie it in a knot and just splay the ends, and it looks pretty.
That's
just
beautiful.
Yeah, just by doing that. So tie a knot. So we know we need it about there. I'm just going to go across, yeah. A little bit of tape.
It's beautiful. I love the black mat there.
Black makes everything pop,
Doesn't it just? If you've got bright colours, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
And we have got lots of cardstock. We've got different colours there. We've got hammered finish, we've got linen finish cards. So it's actually 90 sheets in total. We've actually been the details in for you, actually, because if you are looking for Christmassy kind of theme cards, then for £12.99, you can choose any 3 colours. So you get 30 of each. Go 91340. So we have got the hammered cream first of all. We've got that lovely hammered pink, and they are good quality. We've got the hammered green and the hammered red, and also we've also got the red linen. That's a very smart red linen, so 30 of each, and again for £12.99. So you choose any 3 colours, and again 90 sheets therefore in total. So
Good buy, isn't it?
And you think you go for the red linen, the cream hammered, and the green hammered. Was that it?
Yeah,
that's what Jack would go for.
absolutely. So,
You're sorted for Christmas then, aren't you?
yeah.
And you make these quite Christmassy, these stamps as well.
Could.
Definitely
could. If
Some gold embossing powder on there.
the reds,
Oh.
some reds in there. So bringing that in,
There we go.
and I'm just going to, oh, tell you what, it would help if I let it set first, wouldn't it?
That's right. I know you're trying to show as much as you can. Got about a minute left.
Oh, we're flying.
Yeah, I bet we're fine.
We're absolutely fine.
Very nice.
I've just smudged it, but we'll get away with that.
We will, but that's lovely to see.
So we'll put that in, and then that is going to go on
Low
there,
angle.
like so.
That, Jack, is
There we
a
go.
that's summer for me. That's the most summery kind of environment I've seen in a long time.
I would have heat set that, and I would have put a bit more in the centre.
Right,
like what I
okay.
did then. You know, but
that's beautiful
fine.
though. That works so well.
There we go.
Well, I'm blown away by this. Again, how inspiring has this show been? If you did miss the show earlier on between 8 and 9, do watch that show back as well. Why would you be getting... Let's talk about all the stamps now, because they're all very popular. Why would you be getting these? And if you're sat at home, what would make you think, yep, they're the ones?
Because I know I'm going to use them all year round.
Yeah, it's true,
I'm going
isn't
to
it?
use them all year round. I've got so many different things that I can actually do with it. And that's... You need more than one reason.
Yeah,
we
you do.
We know that. You do. You're going to be able to use all of your techniques with these. You're going to be able to throw ink at it. You're going to be able to do monotone if you wanted to.
Yeah, you
As
really
easy
can actually, can't you?
or as fussy as you want to at home. That's it.
So therefore, if you're quite new to stamping, new crafting, you're going to hit the ground running with these.
Absolutely.
If you're experienced, you're going to love them.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the show, sadly, Jackie, thanks so much.
Thank
See you
you.
after the break. Brilliant show there, Kills. Still can shop after the hour, don't forget. We've now got Crafty Devils Christmas MDF. Got some beautiful pieces here. Sizzix Christmas One Day Special. And then I'll be joining Peerless Designs in a couple of hours. We'll see you after the break. Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45, the monthly tutorial kit that allows you to create some of the most beautiful projects by accessing a step-by-step video viewable online. This month's tutorial is the Club G45 Kaleidoscope Staggered Tag Watercolour Album and Gift Bag Kit. It contains the Kaleidoscope Staggered Tag Watercolour Album and Kaleidoscope Gift Bag and Tag projects. You'll get almost everything you need to create these projects from scratch, including access to this month's step-by-step video tutorial and accompanying project sheet. Simply order yours by purchasing the item number 335901 for £49.99 plus your postage from Hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 60 2000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. we are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Hello there and welcome back. Welcome back to what I am looking forward to, because we've got so many amazing, fabulous MDF pieces here. We've got the lovely Mel from Crafty Devils here. And this is my kind of show because everything has a price of less than £15. Do like a bargain.
Bargain. Yeah. Everyone loves a bargain.
By all means, jump ahead, have a little look on the website. We are going to be covering everything that we've got available during the hour. And of course, Mel, you can be back here a little bit later on as well. 4 o'clock. So we've got a second show. But whether we'll have those items available at 4 o'clock, who can tell?
Who knows?
So I think we better get things started.
Yes.
And we're kicking things off with something that's three-dimensional.
Yes, it's lovely. I love these. They're so cute. So our little houses. So this one we've called the Woodland Shadow Box because you've got your deer and your Christmas trees.
Cute.
And also they light up.
They do indeed. And the thing that I love about this, I'm just going to tilt it just slightly to the side, so hopefully you'll be able to see. You've kind of got a little catch for those lights to sit behind, but we're going to dim the lights down so we can see it in all its beauty, and I'll show you those little latches in just a few moments. But these are really cute. Now, if you're wanting your lights, we have got the lights available for you as well. But let's talk about this design here, because obviously we've got all of the elements to make up the house with all the different layers. But when it comes to decorating, we've got those items on the show as well, things like the snow and the gesso.
Yes, we've got snow, we've got gesso new to us, the snow and the glossy accents new to us as well, and we've got a few smoothies. So all really good. And I would say in these kits you get the lights with the kits.
Oh right, okay.
So you do get your lights in your kits, but you can purchase more lights.
Okay, now we've just done a quick little kind of a scoot along the counter of what we've got. It's actually less than a tenner for each of those items. It's only the deal of the day that's actually over that £10 mark. So gosh, that's even better.
Bargain.
Even better for me. Now we are getting busy, so if you'd like to take advantage of these, the details are on your screen there, 908057. But we've got a second similar sort of idea, different item number with this one. And this one is your Christmas cottage. And this is the one where you'll be able to see a little bit perhaps where you have got, I think it's this one, isn't it, here, that we've got. If I show you the kind of the naked version, for the want of a better phrase, inside there you can see that little catch. That's a really clever idea, that little catch.
That's just to hold your lights, hold your lights out of the way, but they light up from the back going forward.
Really
so you
clever.
get that nice little glow of the evening when the lights are off at Christmas.
And just showing you around the back there as well, you can see there you've got down at the there a little kind of element where the hole for them to feed through, because that's important.
Yeah.
Gain all those layers, so you've got your little house and everything.
Yeah, you've got your house, you've got your snowman, you've got a tree, you've got the moon, obviously, because it's the evening. But yeah, it's really, really good. And you see, these are the little catches that hold your lights in place. Again, you get the lights with this.
And again, this little one has got the lights already illuminated. And this shows off some of those elements we've been speaking of. So down at the bottom there, you can see that snow. We have got that available. We'll show you that in a few moments. Jump onto the website if you want to do it. And if you notice, the moon has got that glossy look, as has the snowman, and that's a glossy accent.
Yes, glossy accents, yeah. So you can make that either glossy or you can build it up so that it's 3D.
you like that idea, there you go. Fancy getting hold of this particular set again, £9.99. How affordable is that? 067877. Now, both of those items you could add into your basket if you're wanting to. Just £1 additional with regards to your post and packing. Don't check out your baskets just yet though, because we've got loads more fabulous things to share with you. And I love the next two items because they look perfect on any mantelpiece or a windowsill.
That's right, yeah. Anybody that knows me knows I love Christmas.
Okay.
And I have my house, I don't really do ornaments.
Okay.
But at Christmas, my house looks like Santa's grotto.
Oh, lovely.
So I have all this around the house and everything has lights on.
Wonderful.
For when it's the evening and it goes a bit dark, just light it up, make it all nice and cosy.
And I love this as well because we've taken some of those old LED lights, which we'll tell you about in a few moments, and added them to this bundle here. Now here you're going to get a pack of 2 with these.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So you get 2 like this. And what's really nice about this one is it's not, we've tried to add a bit of dimension to it. So we've put another layer on your base.
Clever. And
then you put your Noel on top.
Wonderful.
So it's really nice. So yes, so you get a pack of 2 of those. So you can make one for yourself, one for a friend, one for a family member.
There you go. And then of course add that colour, maybe the gesso, maybe the snow, maybe a bit of that glossy accent. And of course those lights.
Yeah.
There you go. Lots of you liking these ones. So yeah, details are on your screen. 550196. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that snow and the glossy accents. We have got a Happy Christmas version of this one. You'll find it on the website, but we'll show you that in a second as well. But there you go. For the time being, if you're wanting your Noel, 550196. Now, this is really exciting because this is the first time that you've brought the mediums to us that we can use for decoration.
This is brand new product that we are launching. So we have the snow and you get a pack of 2.
Lovely.
So not just one. They're 82 mils in a bottle.
Okay.
So, and what I love about these bottles is they're easy to squeeze.
Well, this is it, and that's one of the key things. You've got your nozzle on there, obviously, so you can get your fine detail as you have done with this little one here. Love the dimension that it builds up.
It's brilliant.
And the roof
it's so
as well.
good. I'm using it on everything at the moment.
Very, very busy. And the bottle, like you say, this is important because one of the things that I find most frustrating is when you get that little bit at the bottom.
That's
and
right.
sometimes you have to cut the bottle to actually get that out.
That's right. But these, they're so easy to squeeze. And as crafters, we know we want to get every bit out of a bottle that we can. And I find the same with like shampoo and stuff. I'm always putting them upside down to get that bit at the bottom down to the top. But these bottles I found are so easy to squeeze that you can even squeeze the top over and roll it down to squeeze it down to the bottom.
Oh my goodness,
that's what I love about them.
We are very, very busy for these. You're getting both of those bottles there for £9.99, 772714. We're going to touch on the glossy accents, which you've got at the front as well. Similar style bottle, so similar
same
benefits,
type of bottle. The glossy accents is so nice. The bottles, again, so easy to squeeze. You only need to put a little bit of pressure on there to let the glossy accent flow. So not too much pressure.
And you can see here on the snow, on the top of the little house that we've got here, you've got your snow there, but then you've also got that glossiness there. If you see at the top there, that's kind of overlaid on top. And I'm guessing while that's wet, you could sprinkle glitter into there.
Yeah.
I know some people do use it as an adhesive as well. It's good for like little gems and things like that.
Little gems and things, But and I love it on like the snowman's nose or Rudolph's nose, just to give him a little shine, you know. But it's a great product. Again, 82 ml bottle.
That's it.
So, and you're getting a pack of 2.
You're getting 2 of those. Now, if you're wanting the glossy accents, the details are on your screen. Don't forget, if you've just joined us, the little house that we've been chatting about, we have got that available as a kit for you as well. And we'll do a recap as the hour progresses. But then we're talking about this huge bottle of gesso.
So excited about this one.
There's loads in there.
So, 500 ml bottle.
Wow, that's half a litre.
Of gesso. But we use so much gesso now on everything because it's such a good primer for our MDF, our canvases, any of our projects that we want to do. So I think that is a really nice size bottle.
Yeah,
again, nice and easy to squeeze. It's got a nice size nozzle.
Do you know what? I like the fact that it's got a flip-top lid on it because sometimes when you are crafting, you suddenly realise you need a bit more.
You don't want to unscrew.
Exactly. You've got to use both hands almost to do that. With that, you can just flick it with your thumb.
Just try not to break a nail while you're doing
it. Now, if you fancy yours, and the details are on your screen there, £9.99, 397 07417. And very quickly, let me tell you about these blending smoothies, because again, this is something new from you.
It's again, yeah, all our products are new today, and you get a pack of 12.
Wow, that's a lot for $9.99.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good
so,
value.
like, we're using them with our acrylic paints, our accents, everything. So you don't want to be washing them all the time.
Yeah,
and we don't want to be mixing colours on them sometimes.
Yeah.
So you've got 12 there.
And again, they're proven to be very popular. 294541. So those are some of those essentials for you to get those wonderful results. But of course, adding those lights is key as well. And we have got the little LED lights that are available for you. Got 3 sets of these, and these are quite clever because you were saying about that you've got a huge length of these to start with. That's
2
the
meters.
key thing.
2 meters long. So if
I
don't know, we might go out of shot.
Probably.
Right, ready? This is how long they are. No?
You're getting a lot there.
Look at that.
That is really good. Like that.
But if you don't want them that long, because they're on this nice silver wire, you can cut them.
Okay.
So you can cut them to length. Obviously, after you've cut them, the bit that you've cut off is not going to work again. But yes, 3 meters.
That is
2 meters. Sorry,
2 meters on each though. So you've got
3 sets.
6 meters in total, and they do come with the batteries already installed in there. So $9.99 for those. You can see on the screen there you've got your LED lights there. If you wanted them, 691794, just £9.99. But we touched on the Noel as a plaque earlier on. Now the Happy Christmas one, you're loving this one as well.
I like Happy Christmas, and I do like it. Again, you're getting a set of 2. So they come like this, so you can make one for yourself, one for a family member, one to sell.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good
lots
point.
of people do
like popular.
People that can't do this or think they can't do this, because we all know if you try, everybody can, because they're that simple. But if you've got a friend who goes, oh, I can't do that, that looks lovely, will you make me one? There you go. Or if you've got a market stall,
I love
make
that
them
the
and sell
dots
them.
There.
That's so good, isn't it?
Very effective. Like that.
A lot of patience.
2 of these for $9.99. Works out about £5 each, doesn't it? Really good value. At 363029. Now I know Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's one of those
big debate.
bone of contentions, isn't it? Because I know some people prefer to say happy rather than merry, but we have got both of those. And the Merry Christmas is a very similar design here.
Yes. Again.
Obviously we're merry.
Yeah. So you get a pack of 2. So if you've got a market stall or your craft shows that you do, your little craft shows, make one for yourself, sell one.
There you go.
And then you've got one for free, really, haven't you?
Well, this is true, because quite easy. You could make and sell that for a tenner without any issue.
Oh,
that
easy.
means the other one that you've got is yours, and it's kind of like a bonus. 992281 if you're wanting to get hold of your Merry Christmas. So we've got the Merry Christmas, the Happy Christmas. Don't forget that Noel that we touched on earlier on. And I love this next idea. I think this is such a clever idea, and so many ways that you could adapt this.
It's brilliant. It's really good. So we've got our bauble tree.
Now, it doesn't come with the 3-dimensional bauble that you've got here. It does come with some flat baubles.
It comes with a flat MDF one. So in our next show, I think we're going to show this.
Yeah,
but it's great. And I think if you are making stuff, if you're in a school and you're making stuff for a school fair, the kids' photos, photo transfer, and the parents are going to buy them.
Oh, definitely.
You know, if you've got your kids' photo on them, the parents will buy anything, won't they?
Well,
but these are brilliant.
And I love those, you know that you can get those kind of clear perspex baubles where you can put a photo inside them.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a nice idea. Perhaps somebody who can't spend Christmas with you for whatever reason.
Great Christmas gift for Granny.
Yes. Yeah, because those school photos come out of that
they
time of year, don't they? So,
yeah,
there you go.
Great Granny present.
There you go. 410643. If you fancy getting hold of yours, then $9.99. And you've got plenty of those baubles to interchange as well. Just thinking as well, if you were to get... Oops, a daisy, there's me knocking everything over. If you were to go for a couple of these, you might use one just with a single bauble, but maybe if you're going for multiples, you could actually turn this almost into how many days till Christmas kind of thing, couldn't you?
Definitely.
And rotate them round, put certain numbers on each side. So
so many days to Santa.
Exactly. Now, talking of Santa, you want to make sure that he stops, don't you? And this is a perfect way of doing that.
I love this because obviously you get all the Santa stop here signs and everything, but this is really good to put on your child's bedroom door.
You love this. And this is, again, a bit of that snow being featured
bit of the
on
snow,
this one.
bit of glossy accents on my berries.
Oh yeah, let's hold that up and get that to give.
Don't know if you can see
yes,
that
we
there.
Can,
So I've got
yeah.
the glossy accents on the berries there to make them shine.
That makes no difference,
Bit of
doesn't it?
snow
Yeah.
on Santa.
Do
But I
like
think
that.
it's just so that they know that they've got the right bedroom.
Definitely, there you go. And then if you've got a sister or brother, you can get a little marker pen and put "Don't stop here,"
Yes.
so you get all the goodies.
Yes. Or a little tag, I'm the good one.
That's it, exactly, I'm on the good list. 708 000 if you want to take advantage of that, £9.99. Now we've got more LED lights for you, but these are a little bit different because you've got your little stopper with these.
Yes, so we've got the cork
This
on
is
there.
a really clever idea.
So again, 2 metres. Does it switch on?
Show you there.
There
You've
we
got your little
go.
on-off switch there on your cork there, which will fit into your standard bottle. Needless to say, they're going to light up your bottle like so.
They are, and this is such a popular craft at the moment.
Yes.
These bottles, so and they're so easy to put in. So
Very
you can just
clever
thread them
idea.
in, and they scrunch down.
Wonderful.
And our lovely Julie made the bottles for us.
And we've got Mel just popping these into the one with all the poinsettias now.
So you can
Julie is going to be back with us next month, I think you said,
I
with
believe,
these designs.
yeah, August, September time.
Yeah.
She's back, coming doing the
Keep
glitter.
your eyes and ears peeled. Now you can see your 2 metres of lights, really easy for you to feed into the bottle as Mel's doing here. And of course they've got that unique stopper that gives the illusion of creating that cork stopper. The cork stopper has got the little on-off kind of button there, just to flick it over from one side to the other to turn on and to turn off. And then once you get it into, and it's a standard neck size bottle
Yes.
really, isn't it? So
Yeah,
you don't have to
yeah,
worry
it's
about that
standard.
bottle. And it is tapered slightly. So as we pop that in at the top there, you can see that's all good to go.
And then
Switch it
switch
on.
your lights
There
on.
you go. Isn't that lovely? Love
But you
that
can see
idea.
there's 2 metres in there, so
Yeah.
you get a lot of light. Some of these lights are only 1 metre long,
Yeah.
so you only get 10 lights on
Yeah.
them, but there's 20 lights on there.
This is it, and you're getting 2 of those, again, £9.99. 169 668 if you fancy getting hold of these. Now we're going to head over to the demo area, but I need to tell you about that snow. That snow in a bottle, oh my goodness, 30% of the stock has gone. We knew this was going to be popular, didn't quite appreciate just how busy. 772 714 £9.99 going to get you both of those bottles, so do make sure that you take advantage of those while you've got the opportunity. Don't forget the glossy accents, and of course we've got that fabulous gesso as well. So yeah, get all of those into your basket, and of course you can check that basket out all in one go. Talking about the glossy accents, I'm going to give you the details of those as well, because we are busy for those as well. And again, same size bottles, squeezy bottles as well, fine detail nozzle as you can see, 121675, and again 2 of those bottles coming to you for just £9.99. Don't forget your gesso and your smoothers as well, they're all on the website too. So what are we up to?
So I love this one because I love deers.
Okay,
So
nice.
we're going to do the woodland deer one.
Lovely.
Again, with all our kits. If you've seen our shows
Just
before,
hold
we
those
have the
up.
storage. They come with full instructions
Lovely,
on
so
how
no
to make them,
guesswork.
so no guesswork.
Nice photos there.
And with the kits, again, you do get the 2 metres of lights with the kit.
That's
so
it.
you haven't got to buy them
Getting
as an
a lot-
extra.
lot
You get a
for
lot
your
for your
money,
money,
yeah.
definitely. So with the kit, so MDF, let's get started, shall we?
Lovely, so that's your base.
So that's my base, gesso.
Oh, I like that. That's a good solid pop sound. wasn't it,
good,
as that lid
good
came
seal
off?
on this. Good squeeze.
Not going to comment on that sound.
No, it wasn't me. It was the gesso. And it's so nice and easy. You can see that.
That's a good creamy
beautiful.
texture, yeah.
And then just paint it on.
That's a solid coverage.
Good coverage. Don't forget your sides. I'm such a messy crafter.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that it's like that.
I was doing all the prep and I went home and I popped in. We're lucky enough to that my grandsons live next door to us.
Oh, right.
So I popped in to see them, see what they've been doing for the day. And my littlest grandson said, "Grandma, have you been painting today?"
You put it
Yes.
all over your hands.
Oh, I've got it in my eyebrows everywhere. I'd wash my hands, but yeah, in my eyebrows everywhere.
Oh, so do you craft with the grandchildren?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
My littlest one, he loves a good crafty day. He's got his own little craft box.
Wonderful.
He likes to come into the shop and fill up his basket
Oh,
himself.
lovely. I like that dear. Oh, no, we're busy for these.
So now you can see the coverage on there. That is a good coverage.
It is, yeah, and you, like you say, there's a good base coverage there. Now, you just saw the details on your screen, $9.99. Busy for that. We're also busy for the kit, which is at the bottom of the screen. Now, with the kit, I think, is it 10% of the stock has gone already, or was it the gesso? It was the gesso, so yeah, 10%
Wow.
of that gesso has gone.
That
so,
doesn't
yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to wipe my hands. So I have gessoed a few things previous.
Okay.
So that we can crack on and get some painting
And
done.
for anybody that's watching, what is the purpose of putting that gesso down?
So it's a good primer.
Okay.
A really good primer, and if you're, so I'm going to be putting some colour on to my Christmas tree and my deer. So, and then if you want to sand it after, it just brings another colour. Like you don't just see the MDF underneath.
Yeah, that's a good
So it's a
point,
really good primer.
Lovely.
Really good for. I'm just going to get my white.
No problem. Use it in loads of ways. You can add colour to it as well
Yes,
if you want
you
to.
can.
Sometimes gives it like a chalky finish with your paints.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my moon first because
Wonderful.
we're going to use the glossy accents on the moon.
Okay, is this just a regular white acrylic paint?
Yes, just acrylic paint.
Okay.
So I'm going to paint my moon, and because I want to use some glossy accents. So I always tend to do the bits that I know are going to take a while to dry first. But you can see that with the gesso underneath, the acrylic paint dries really quickly.
And it means that you're not having to use a lot
You're
of
not
that
using
acrylic
as much
paint.
as you
Yeah.
would
That's a
if
good
you
point.
if you were using it straight onto the MDF, because the MDF soaks it in.
Look at that bright white now because of that base layer. We're going to be using the glossy accents in a moment. Just to let you know, we are very busy for those. Details are up on your screen ahead of us using them. So if you do want yours, pop them in your basket perhaps straight away.
I'm going to do that, and because the moon, we know, is not perfectly white because it's made of cheese. Gonna squeeze a bit of my. So, you know, this shows you. I'm gonna have to give it a good squeeze. Where you'll see later when I use the snow, I'm not having to put so much pressure on my bottle.
And sometimes if you have issues with dexterity, then that is something that's quite
Exactly.
key, yeah.
So I'm going to use my smoothie, dab off a bit, and I'm just going to. Don't want it too. I don't want it silver.
Yeah.
I just want to put a little bit of.
It's kind of to give it that almost like crater
Yes,
finish.
exactly. So you can see, I'm just. I don't want it to look. I want it to look a bit dirty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
a
does
bit
make
dirty.
sense, yeah.
So, there we go. And then, make sure I get the right bottle. So I'm going to put my glossy accents on there.
Now, at the moment, your paints aren't totally dry.
They're not
Does that
dry.
matter, or should you really
Well,
wait until it dries?
Normally, I would wait for it to dry.
Okay.
But I'm not going to today. I'm
Okay,
just going to
that's
wing
fine.
it. And I'm going to put my glossy accents on. Now, I want my moon to be, I don't want it to be flat. So I want it to have a little kind of dome on it. So I'm going to put quite a lot of glossy accent on it. But you'll see, you get so much of it in your bottle. But can you see I'm not putting hardly any pressure on that bottle?
Now, notice it's coming out and it's a kind of like cloudy look to it.
Yes.
That presumably changes as it dries?
That will dry clear.
Okay.
So I'm going to cover my moon. You can see it doesn't look like I'm squeezing the bottle at all. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on the side of my bottle, and the flow is so
It's really
good.
smooth as well.
It is so good.
Now, at the moment you've got that dimension, so will that dimension stay as it dries?
Yes, it'll hold its form, so my moon won't be flat.
And can you build up layers of this as well if you wanted to?
Yes. So on my cherries that I did on the doorstop, I did one layer, and I thought, oh, they still look a bit flat. So I just put another layer on top when it was dry. So if you don't want to, if you think, oh, I don't want it to be too thick, or I want it to dry quicker, because obviously this is going to take a while to dry.
And you must leave it to just dry naturally?
I always do.
Yeah.
I tend not to use a heat gun.
Okay.
But if you're in a rush, I don't know. I've never used a heat gun, so I don't want to say.
Sometimes it can bubble it, which is sometimes the result that you want.
So I'm just going to tap that.
Oh, okay.
Can you see it levelling out?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be totally level because it's the moon.
Yeah.
But the more you tap it, the more level it gets.
That's a good tip.
And then I'm going to put that to one side to
Looks
dry.
like a biscuit that's been iced now.
So that's going to go there and dry.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get my paintbrush cleaned. And acrylic paint's just water. And the same with the gesso, just water to clean your brush. You don't have to use any chemicals.
And just to touch on those glossy accents, we've got the details on your screen there, so if you're wanting yours, been very busy for these ones. As you saw when we were working with those, Mel was giving those bottles a really good squeeze, and it didn't take much pressure, which is perfect if you do struggle with squeezing those bottles. Then there you go, these two. 20% of the stock has gone. Don't forget, we are going to feature this during the next hour at 4 o'clock if we have stocks left of these. But 121675 is your item number for now.
But you can see I'm doing my Christmas tree. I probably will do 2 coats on my Christmas tree of paint, just because I know I'm going to sand it.
Okay.
So if you do 1 coat and there's not quite enough on there, you don't want to be sanding, though that's not a bad coat.
Lovely. Now, when you're actually painting, or if you're covering with paper or anything like that, do you need to bear in mind kind of the little lugs that are going into the holes?
Yes.
Okay.
So I always do that on the side of my tree once I've painted it, just so that if there's any little lugs in there, use them to paint the sides. That's it. So it just paints the sides then.
Good tip.
So, and then I'm going to put that one to dry.
Wonderful.
But hopefully the studio lights will dry it nice and quick.
Lovely.
So I'm one for, I don't like using a lot of chemicals.
Okay.
I hate chemicals. So, so the more stuff I can clean with water, the better.
Yeah.
And I even use, I don't use, like when I'm cleaning my mat and everything, at home I use a chemical-free.
Oh, right, yes,
so there's no bleach in my house, no nothing. So I use the chemical-free cleaner.
Okay.
So I've just filled up a little bottle with that to use today.
Wonderful.
So now I'm going to paint my reindeer.
Wonderful. Now I've got the details on the screen for the shadow box kit. This is the one where it's featuring the little deer that obviously we're working with. This is where we're it's along these lines. Obviously we've spoken about the tree, we've just been working on the tree, and of course the moon we've already seen. The one that we've got though has got a little bit of glossy accents on there to give it a dimension, and of course the deer down at the front there, and of course all important red noses featuring on those. 10% of the stock has gone now. For the price on your screen, $9.99, you are getting your base, which I'll show you all of these in a few moments. You're going to get your base, you're also going to get those lights as well, and you're going to be able to create something that's really fabulous. I mean, have a look at this. You're getting so much within your kit when you receive it. You've also got some little lugs, very clever idea, which we'll see in action a little bit later on, that actually keep those lights tucked out of vision, but they get kind of given that dimension where those lights are coming from the back to the front of your design, and those lights are included with the batteries, and you're getting all of that for $9.99. Really good value for money, and lots of you taking advantage of them. We have got a second one that is available as well, featuring a little snowman, but we'll show you that bit later on.
So I've just put my deer to one side to dry quickly, and now I'm going to paint the base. But you'll see you don't need, with the gesso, I've only squeezed little bits of paint out onto the glass mat. You really don't need a lot anymore, because it's not gonna, it's all been primed with the gesso.
That's really good. Like you say, you save those crafty pennies for those items that,
they are more expensive.
You want to be more frugal with, because they are more expensive.
I'm going to change my brush, because that's going to take forever with a little brush.
Needless to say, if you are looking for any acrylic paints, we've got a whole selection of them on the website. Website's really good because you've got that search field that you can literally just put in the details, or a few brief details of what you're looking for, and then you'll be able to find them. You can shop by brand as well. Top of the screen, you'll be able to find all our different brands. And of course, if you don't shop online, then do speak to our call centre, because they can browse on your behalf. So if there's anything that you're looking for, then speak to them and they'll find it for you.
So I need a bit of coverage on here. Probably do 2 coats again, because I know I'm going to sand it.
And of course, we're working quite speedily here. So
so my gesso's probably not quite dry.
That's fine. And of course, what you will do, you'd let it dry in between those different layers.
Exactly.
Lovely. Now I'm going to let Mel just work some magic on those to get them to dry. We'll pop back in a few minutes, give you the opportunity to have a bit of a clean up. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a review, starting off with our 7-day savers. Now these are brilliant. Now you can see there you've got 5 days, 19 hours, 30 minutes and 26 seconds to take advantage of these. Of course, the sooner that you take advantage, you know that these are all of that kind of special price. Each one of these you've got fabulous deals on, so whatever you're after, just have a look at those. We've got a whole host of different deals, and of course you've got 7 days from the launch to take advantage of those savings. 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, that's when we launch those, and they run for the whole week to the following Sunday when we launch our next set. So take advantage of those while you have your opportunity, and you can add those into your basket alongside those fabulous deals that we've got in this hour. Now I'm going to pop back and see Mel in a few moments, but we have been very busy for these 3-dimensional shadow box kits, and you can understand why. You are getting so much for your money. Of course, you're going to get your house, your base house, which you've got obviously the roof, the sides, and all those different elements which we'll see to come together in the next few minutes. But then of course you've got all your characters, your little deer featuring in these. 2 of those. You've also got those Christmas trees. If you want to make them as Christmas trees, you might not want to. I've got stag cushions in my living room. I could use this as a little decoration all year round. So there you go. Those are what they look like when they're decorated up, but all the elements are featuring within here. So if you're wanting to take advantage of these, details are there on your screen, 908057. Now we have got another version which I did touch on just a few moments ago, and this one is your Christmas cottage. Now in your Christmas cottage, very similar concept. So you've got that framework to create your little house, as you can see there, and then you've got all your little elements. Well, when you decorate those elements up, this is the kind of result that you can get. I love this. Very cheery little snowman featuring on there. Love the brick effect on the house. And have you seen that snow? Well, of course, we've been touching on that snow a few moments ago. Very, very popular for that snow. So, yeah, if you're wanting that. And also, of course, we've got those glossy accents that we touched on. 067877 being that item number. If you're wanting to take advantage of these, then please do so. Lots for you to take advantage of during this hour. So do check out some of those items. But what about a mantelpiece? Do you like to have something that's going to look grand on your mantelpiece, or perhaps your windowsill? Or do you know somebody called Noel? Because you could do that as well, couldn't you? Now this one, Noel, is obviously you can see your Christmas greeting there with your Christmas trees at the end. So yes, if you fancy taking advantage of those, then yes, you can see here you're going to get 2. So when it comes to, you're going to have your base piece, as you can see here. You're going to get a slightly narrower base piece because that's going to give you that dimension, and then of course all you need to do is pop that Noel in like so, glue it all together, and then away you go. Then you decide how you're going to decorate it. Of course, you're starting off with your base piece like so, but then you can add your gesso, add your paints, add some of those paint effects, and of course we have got those little LED lights that you could pop on the back there if you're wanting to, and there you go, you can see. Absolutely beautiful. 550196. We have got another couple of versions as well. We've got Merry Christmas and a Happy Christmas, so why not go for all 3 of those? Just $9.99 for each set of 2. You could make and sell those and get your money back in no time. So what have we got next for you? Well, we've got the snow. Snow at your fingertips. And these have proved to be so popular. 3-dimensional snow we're talking with regards to these, and rapidly approaching 50% of the stock has gone. Now, why is it proving to be popular? Well, I only have to show you this finished sample and you can understand why. There you can see where that snow has been created, just doubled down. You can see little smatterings there on the snowman. You can see on the window frames there, on the roof of the house, and of course on the top of your little shadow box as well. Really clever idea, and this is one of those brand new products from Crafty Devils. We've got lots of them to share with you, and just $9.99 for those. 772714. Now they're also bringing us some glossy accents, and we saw that in action just a few moments ago. Again, similarly, those squeezy bottles mean you're going to get that very last drop out of that bottle, and again you're going to be able to use it in a variety of ways. Again, on the roof here you can see that glossy effect there. Look at that. You could add that gloss. I love that because it just looks like it's just melting, doesn't it? Of course, you can use it to encapsulate elements as well. So maybe pop it in place and get your glitter there, or build up that dimension as Mel showed us a few moments ago. I'll be heading back to see Mel again in a few moments as well. So 121675 if you're wanting your duo set. Don't forget things like your lights, your gesso we've got as well available for you. The gesso is proving to be very popular, as are those lights. So yes, the lights are brilliant. With these, you've got 2 meters of lights on these. They do come with the little batteries included there. So all you need to do is switch that on and off, and those lights will alter, as you can see. On each of those, you've got 2 meter length, but you can chop them down. So the unique idea with these is if you did want to cut them down shorter, it might be that you want to make it just a meter length, then you can just snip them with a good strong pair of scissors, and those lights going from that point back to your battery compartment obviously are going to still illuminate. Anything beyond there, sadly, those will not light up. Just in case you think, why have they lost their light? I know it's obvious, but they've been detached from the main kind of thread of those. So 3 of those, 6 meters in total for $9.99. And the gesso, we're busy for that gesso as well. If you're wanting to take advantage of this, again, a really good squeezy bottle there. And the nice idea is you've got that flip top lid, so you only need to have one hand there to literally flip that lid open and decant that. You're getting ½ a litre in that bottle for $9.99. So again, very, very popular. $397,417 to pop that into your basket. Of course, lots more for you to consider, all those different items we were speaking about earlier. And then we've got our deal of the day. Now, this is a brilliant deal of the day. Of course, we've got a Sizzix one-day special at the moment, so to accompany that, we've got this brilliant deal. You've got your frames, your floral frames and your butterfly, 17 dies in total for just £15.49. We're looking at your thin dies, so of course you're going to be able to use these on pretty much any die cutting machine. And how pretty are they? £175,425. It has proved to be a very popular deal of the day, and of course you have up until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning to take advantage of that deal. How are you getting on?
Hello, I'm getting on good now. So what I've done, got all my decorating done.
Lovely.
Blue Peter style. So you can see when I'm sanding, see that brown, see that gesso,
I
see that cut line coming through.
Tone,
yeah, so it's really nice on the sanding.
And is this just regular bit of sandpaper?
Just regular bit of sandpaper.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then you'll see my moon all nice and dry.
Look at that.
Can you see the shine on that?
That's really made it, and you can see kind of the peaks and the troughs in there as well.
Yeah. So I didn't want it totally flat because the moon is not flat, as we know.
That's it.
Okay, and at my deer, you can see on my deers, on my deer,
put them on the
I
antlers.
put glossy accent on the antlers. If I hold it that way, you might be able to see it a bit better. And his little nose.
So have you made the noses out of the glossy accent?
No, the nose is not out of the glossy accent.
Just
the nose is little like gems on his nose. But on another one, later on, I will show you that I do. So now we're going to put it together. And as with all of our products, they're nice and easy to slot together.
And if you have just joined us, you can see at the front of the counter there, you do get full colour instructions with these.
Okay, so these are your little nodules that you're going to put in. And these are going to hold your lights into place. And they all clip in the side walls. See how easy they slot in?
Not to get that paint on those little pegs almost.
Yeah. I haven't painted my pegs because I didn't want them to swell up at all. And you don't see them, so you don't need to paint them. Okay, and then one more in there.
And would you usually glue these in place if you were at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would glue them in place. They're not going anywhere. They're a nice tight fit. Now I just need to check which is the bit that fits in the side. I think it's that bit. Don't want to glue the wrong piece to start with. So just your normal glue that you do all your MDF projects with at home there.
Lovely.
Okay. And we're just going to slot that
nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Just hold it just for a minute. I'll just wipe it. It dries clear, but you just get it in all the little cracks. If there's a little crack there, just a bit of extra glue in there. So like so, and then our next piece, just check that it's the right way round again. and glue away. Now ideally you would let this dry at home for a minute or two, but obviously we don't have that time here.
That's okay. It's coming together beautifully. I love it.
Yeah,
What's that
so you can
kind of
see
starry background that you've done there?
that's just like your glitter stickles,
right, yeah, just
Nouveau,
dotted
whatever
around.
you've got there. Yeah.
Very effective. Oh, something I must mention as well. We are busy for those smoothies. A quarter of the stock has gone of these. I meant to tell you that a little bit earlier on, but I got that carried away with Mel's demonstration. I forgot to tell you. You've got a set of 12 of these coming to you for just $9.99. Really good sizes with these. And as Mel said, it's a really good idea to have one dedicated to different colours that you're working with, so you don't get any of that cross contamination. Works out just 83 pence each. Now, 294541 being your item number, and just $9.99. And you can go for multiples of these with no additional post and packing if you want to stock up on those.
Now I've got a bit of paint in my groove in there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get a bit of sandpaper in there.
Lovely. Top tip from me as well, I've got a nail file that I've used for that as well.
I usually do have my nail file. Quite well known for my nail file, but it's back in Devon.
Oh, we haven't got time for you to pop back in and pick that up.
We had a mad panic when we arrived, and my little
bless.
toolbox is not here. It's in Devon.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, just while Mel sticks that in place, that three-dimensional snow, they're busy with those smoothies. We're busy with these as well. Of course, you're getting your 2 bottles of these, rapidly approaching 50% of the stock. You can see you've got fine detail nozzle there. Really fabulous squeezy bottle as well, so you're not going to have to squeeze it really, really hard to get that snow out. And of course, it stays three-dimensional when it actually dries. And I think we've got a little example of it here, so let me share that with you, just so I'm sure you'll imagine yourself what it looks like. But you can see there, you get that texture because it doesn't dry flat, it just holds its form. And there you go, add a little bit of glitter if you wanted to, and you put little smatterings of it on the trees, as you can see there too as well. 772-714 if you're wanting those, $9.99.
So now what I'm going to do is, obviously at home you will have left this to dry for a few minutes, but I want to show you this genius idea that the guys back at work have thought of.
Now, your lights are included with this, so you don't have to add in additional sets, which I think is really key.
You've just got to be able to undo them.
Now, with those lights, we've got the sets of 3, haven't we, that are available?
Yeah.
What price are the set of 3? $9.99. So if you bear in mind the price that you got with those, you're looking at like $3.33 in it in effect for those. But so that turns out that the actual box or the house that you're getting, £6.66 that works out at. That is really good value.
That's really good value, and no batteries. You don't have to buy extra batteries because they come with the batteries.
And that's a good point actually. You might pick these up and then suddenly find you've got to get the batteries as well. You probably end up paying more for the batteries than you would for the lights in the first place.
Yeah. So we have a little thing at the back here to thread your lights through to start with. Okay. Because I hate it when you get these things and then you think, well, where the batteries pack's got to go somewhere.
Or drill a hole or
the
something
battery
like that.
pack's got to go somewhere, hasn't it?
That's it.
So here the battery pack is hidden. But you can see that this is so long. It's
2 meters worth of lights here.
Gets tangled up as you go to try and thread it through. It's a fiddly little business. So, and then what we're going to do, going to make a little hook because it's wire, you can shape it.
Yes.
So I'm going to make a little hook, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well.
That's okay, don't worry. Get the gist of it. It's not an easy angle.
It's not an easy angle to get into, is it? And I'm not glued properly. So what I'm going to do is just going to take that off there.
Of course, when you're at home, you can take your time to do this.
Yeah, I would.
Could you feed the lights through before you put the base in place as well? If there's different options?
Do you know what? That would probably be a very good idea.
Well, it just depends on how you want to do it, really.
Yeah. So you can see they are going through. If I show you, can you see?
Of course, if it's glued, if you put the base in place and it's glued, it's not going anywhere. So,
no. So you can see it's going up. They're going up through there.
Lovely.
And again,
And you've got one of those little brackets up at the top.
Yeah, you've got these little brackets are so good. It is going to be fiddly to start with, but they are going to be so worth the effort of getting those wires through.
Got the pressure of doing it on TV, have you?
No.
Should we have a quick look at what you're actually getting in that kit? Just so Mel can feed those through. Without us all watching her, because that's going to be easier, isn't it? So there you go. On your screen there, you can see the final result that you're getting with regards to your little house. I'll bring in another one to give you an idea. You've got your different layers. So you've got your back panel, of course, you've got your side panels, your roof panels, as well as that base. And of course, you've got those fabulous characters, your two stags are featuring there, and of course perfect for the Christmas season, but stags feature all year round, don't they? Got your little brackets, as you can see, then of course that gorgeous full moon, and you can choose whether you want to actually put your full moon in place there or not. So that is the first of our 2 stars with regards to the shadow box. So the second one is the one featuring the little snowman, and this one, if you're going for either of these, you really do need to be going for that 3-dimensional snow. Here you go, you can see this particular one here is the one that's featuring the cottage. You've also got your little snowman there. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from interchanging some of those items, or maybe adding in some additional MDF pieces that you might have already at home. This one comes with a moon, and of course it comes with those lights as well, and again £9.99, so affordable. 064877 is that item number. Shall I show you them in the flesh as well, because they do look so different when you add in those colours and add in all that dimension. So you can see the lights that are being popped in place by Mel at the moment, going around the perimeter of your little house there, your little cottage. It's not your cottage, it's your shadow box, isn't it? Sorry, on this one. Got your moon there, a big glowing moon there, and then of course you have got the tree sitting in the background there with your 2 deer. That's the one that we've got on the screen there. At the bottom of the screen we have got your second design, which this time is your little snowman. Snowman with your little cottage, and of course the cottage, you can design this in whatever way you like. Love that kind of brickwork effect on this one, but it could be that you're turning it into almost like a little gingerbread cottage. You could do that, couldn't you, if you wanted to. The snow featuring, of course, that is popular, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a few moments. But 908057 is that all-important item number for that was the one with the deer. The one at the bottom is the one with the little snowman in there as well. Jump onto the website though, you'll be able to find both of those there. You'll also find all those additional bits and pieces that we've been chatting about. So the snow, that's a 3-dimensional snow, you'll find that on the website. You'll also find those glossy accents featuring on there as well. You'll find those wonderful letter plaques there. So you've got your Noel, your Happy Christmas, your Merry Christmas. You're getting 2 of those for £9.99. What brilliant value for money those are. And of course you could add in some of those LED lights in addition if you're wanting to. So yeah, to add those into your basket. You'll notice those little Christmas tree lights, those little lights a few moments ago with the cork element in there. Brilliant if you're wanting to do those light up bottles. But key thing is, anything you like the look of, pop it into your basket. We've only got about 15 minutes left on the show, so I'm going to give you a quick little recap of some of those items, then I'm going to head back and see Mel. So Noel, of course, one of those Christmas words. It could be that you know somebody called Noel as well. There's lots of Noels out there. And this is a really nice idea because of course you've got that set where you're getting 2 of these sets. In fact, you've got your base plaque, as you can see there, then you've got your second plaque that's going to sit on top. You can line up all those little holes there, and then what that means is glue those 2 together, then take your Noel, because of course you've got those little nodules there at the bottom there, they're going to sit in those little holes. Glue it all together and you've got your fabulous mantelpiece pleaser, or perhaps your windowsill. And then of course you can add in some of those LED lights, add your paint, and away you go. 550196. Now, talking about adding in different details, that snow, the glossy accents, all the gesso as well, very, very busy for those. 3D snow, 2 bottles of that, £9.99, 772714 being that item number. And then of course you have got those glossy accents as well. So if you wanted to go for your glossy accents, then there you go, you're getting 2 bottles of those. And again, those squeezy bottles make it really easy. You can even get that very last drop out by rolling those bottles up. £9.99. If you wanted your glossy accents details there, the snow at the bottom of your screen. Gesso is key as well, because that's going to prime that surface, means that you don't have to use as much of your regular paint as you might need to. So in the past, if you've used 2 layers of your acrylic paint and thought, well, that's a little bit of a waste, why not put a quick slick of your white gesso down? It means you may be able to get away with just 1 coat of your acrylic. At 397416, it has got a flip top lid as well, so it makes it nice and easy for you to access. You don't have to unscrew that lid. And you're getting half a litre there, really good value. There you go, if you want those, the details are on your screen. Now, the lights that we've been chatting about, of course, if you are going for your shadow boxes, you are going to get a set of these included. But what about if you want to add them to things like the Noel plaque or the Merry Christmas or the Happy Christmas? Well, these are the sets that you've got. You've got 2 metres in length, and you've got your batteries included as well. Obviously, you've got your little on-off switch there, as you can see, so 6 metres in total. But you can trim these down, so if you do want to use them on a smaller project, by all means, shop that while wherever you want to, and you know that all those lights are going to stay illuminated up to that point. 691794 if you're wanting those. Now, the Noel we spoke of a few moments ago. This is the Happy Christmas I was telling you about. And again, similarly, you've got that base, you've also got that layer that's going to build up that design. You've got your Happy Christmas on this occasion, and you're getting 2 of these for £9.99. Brilliant value for money. Again, pop it in place, then start adding your colours. That's where you can really go to town. And I like this because it might be the case that you don't have room to have a Christmas tree. Maybe you're in a flat, or maybe you're in kind of that sheltered accommodation. Then this is perfect because you can still celebrate Christmas and have something, a Christmassy corner maybe, or go on your mantelpiece. At 363029, might be that you're heading off in your caravan perhaps for Christmas and you don't want to lug a big 6-foot tree with you. Then why not take this and make up your own little kind of display there. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, which do you tend to use? Well, we're covering both here because we've got Merry Christmas featuring here, 992581, very similar to those other sets we've spoken of. You're going to be able to create 2 of these for just £9.99. If you want those, the details are on your screen. Now, the next set, and I think this is a really clever idea, because this one, you've got a 3-dimensional tree. Again, could be that you're limited on space, and this is your Christmas tree for Christmas. Comes with 4 different baubles, which are interchangeable. You can just hook those into place with a little bit of thread. Whoopsie-daisy, it will hook over that little tiny hook that you've got there. Could be photographs that you're popping in here. It could be a countdown to Christmas. Could even be a Christmas bauble that you're popping in place like so. Or maybe one of those clear baubles with a little photograph in there. Again, you've got your additional elements that you can pop in place there to create your Christmas scene, and at £9.99, very affordable. 410643 is your item number for that one. And getting into the Christmas spirit as well, you want your Santa Stop Here sign, don't you? Well, with this set, oh dear, those pieces weren't set in place. I picked up the wrong one. This one, you've got your door handle. Of course, you could use this all year round if you wanted. You could put that on one side, couldn't you, and flip it round for the rest of the year. Santa Stop Here, as you can see, or please stop here, all in the please. And then you've got your little holly leaves there with your berries as well. Please, Santa, yeah. Do say your pleases and your thank yous. £9.99 for each one of those you choose to go for, 708000. And finally, those lights that I touched on a few moments ago, where you have got that bottle stopper there. These work in a similar way to the others, where you've got your little on-off switch. Again, your batteries are all included with these ones. And the idea is when you're working with your bottles and creating those fabulous LED light bottles, you just pop that in place and it just sits where you'd normally pop the cork. There you go. And there with your little on-off switch, so quickly and easily just switch those lights on and off. 169668999. Jump onto the website then. That's where you will find everything. All those different items that we've been touching on, and of course all those different items that we saw Mel featuring with just a few moments ago. Heading back over to see Mel now. So yeah, if you do want to add anything to your basket, now is the optimum time to do it. Been very busy for all of those MDF pieces, as well as some of those different items. And you can see at the bottom of the screen there, anything you pop into your basket is only there for 10 minutes. And in shows like this, when we are very, very busy, I do urge you to check your baskets out as soon as you can, because you can suddenly find that those items have popped out of your basket and somebody else has got hold of those. Busy for those smoothies as well. So if you're wanting those smoothies, perhaps get those in at the same time. Very quickly going to bring those details up, and then we're going to get back to the demonstration. So if you're wanting these, details are up on your screen, as you can see there. Oh, this is coming together beautifully.
I kind of gave up on all of the lights, but I will do them after.
Okay.
Because you can, if you've got a pair of tweezers, you can still thread them
that
through.
Makes
it's
sense,
not.
yeah.
But I just wanted to show you this lovely snow. So, nice squeezy bottle. And
we're just kind of drizzling it in place.
Just drizzle it. It's so good. I love it. I think it's my favourite product so far this year.
Well, everybody's loving this at home as well.
Look at that.
Rapidly approaching 60% of the stock has gone. Oh my goodness.
But look how flexible the bottle is. It's just so easy. You don't have to use this much. If you're using a palette knife or the smoothies or anything, you can be a bit more frugal with it. But being Christmas, I think, you know, you're getting 2 bottles.
And
just
it's
use
not
it.
just a snow, is it? I mean, if you're thinking about maybe Christmas time, if you're doing anything that's got gingerbread people on there, you could use it for the icing. Cupcakes throughout the year, this could be the icing.
Yeah, look at that. Look.
And I bet if you were to mix it on, say, a glass palette, you could actually change the colour of this if you wanted to do like a different coloured icing on something.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the reef as well because I just love it. It's my favourite thing. So I'm going to...
I'm loving this. Details are on your screen. They're going to get 2 of those bottles for $9.99.
See, I might be a bit more frugal with this one.
And can you add things like your glitters to this while it's still wet?
Yes, why not?
Oh, okay.
Love a bit of glitter, me. Just see my toenails.
Oh, yes, well, my toenails like that. You can see how you're almost icing it in place. You can see that squeezy bottle there.
Look, watch this, look. See how easy it is to squeeze?
That is amazing. Now, we've not got long left within this hour. I've got about 3 minutes left. Time has literally flown by during this hour, as it always does. Mel and myself are going to be back with you, though, at 4 o'clock. So we'll be covering a lot more during that hour as well. Do urge you to check out your baskets, though. Lots of you have been popping items in there and not checked your baskets out just yet. So do that as soon as you can after the hour. And, of course, we'll come back with you at 4 o'clock and give you some kind of recaps on what we've got left at that stage.
Yeah, you don't want to be disappointed at 4 o'clock if we've got no snow left.
Exactly. Now, that's a good use of those smoothies.
Yeah, just blend it around a little bit. So I've been a bit more frugal with this top bit.
Okay.
Just because, obviously, we get snow on the roof, we still see a bit of the roof.
Yes.
So just didn't want to be as thick. But also you can give it little peaks. Do you see? I don't know if you can see that on the telly. You can just give it little peaks.
And it holds that shape.
It holds that shape. So I just love it. It's my favourite project.
Works so well. If you are going for either of those kits, well, in fact, any of those MDF items that we've been talking about, if you're looking at doing a project for Christmas, you definitely need that. Oh, look at that. It's so easy to put in place.
So easy.
There's a lot of people that don't get on with a palette knife or don't get the results that they want with a brush. Yeah. Then this is perfect.
Yeah, yeah. This and a smoothie and you're away.
And there's no waste. If you're putting it onto a glass mat, you might use too much on a glass mat.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of wastage there, haven't you? But I'm just lightly spreading that around. And you see, because you've got your gesso and you've got your acrylic paint underneath, you don't need to use as much. And again, I want to peak it because it's on my roof.
Look at that. Oh, it does remind me of icing though.
Yes, it does. I'm just going to put a little bit in the join there because
you can.
Because I can.
Simple as.
Well, I don't want to see the join after I've got snow on there.
And this is nice as well. Maybe you've got baby's first Christmas or something like that. This is something that could be used every single Christmas thereafter. There you go. We've got those little lights popped on at the end there. Perfectly timed. Perfect time. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
Now, if you're wanting that fabulous little box there, the shadow box, this one is the woodland one where you've got the deer featuring. Don't forget, we have got that lovely little cottage one as well. Details are at the bottom of the screen. Both of which $9.99. You're getting loads within those kits. Check them out on the website. Perhaps join us at 4 o'clock because we'll be covering more of those at 4 o'clock. So thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've brought. It's been inspirational.
It's been fun.
And we'll see you later. So what else have we got coming up today? Well, it's 1 o'clock, so it's an hour dedicated to our current one-day special with lovely Katie Skilton straight after the break. Then we're back with Peerless Designs with Sarah, and then we are going to be crafting with the Orbis Circle Cutter. See you later.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators or from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. Each month we will be bringing you a brand new kit that you can purchase on the day of each show. Or if you pre-order your kit, you'll receive £5 off a purchase of £20 or more of any additional products featured within our Craft Along brand shop that month. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Made from 100% recycled material, these 30 sheets of 12 by 12 grey board are a must-have for every crafter. At 2mm thick, this high-quality grey board is strong and incredibly versatile, working well with a variety of different paints, inks and other mediums. Add this to your crafting stash at hochanda.com.
Hello and welcome. Jack's just legged it to get heels because without heels this happens. Which essentially means you can see my nose.
That's so funny, you look so funny on the screen.
That isn't even joking. And that's me stood tall.
Stop looking up at me, I feel like I'm some sort of
So I
giant.
put my heel on, but I just have to take this shoe off and balance. There we go. You monkey chops. Monkey chops. You little monkey chops. Right, so, okay. Hello. Oh, it's lovely to have you come round. We haven't worked with each other for donkeys.
There might be a reason for that, but yeah.
I can't think of any reasons for that. It is lovely to have your company.
Know, it's nice to be back.
And we have got such an amazing collection as well.
So this is the Sizzix Chapter 3 launch. So we launch 4 chapters throughout the year, evenly throughout the year.
Beautiful.
This is the Chapter 3. So Chapter 3 is primarily Christmas.
Yeah.
I was here last Monday, but that was the non-Christmas part. So this is all Christmas today. We're looking at all of our Christmas launches.
Amazing. I love these.
Lovely, aren't they?
Love these. Yeah, they are absolutely superb. And obviously the details are amazing. What you can do with them is amazing. If I just, I don't need to. Oh yes, I do. I am going to have to spin round. Let me show you sizes and things. Over half of the stock has gone. Yeah, I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to fall, but I'm also not going to drop any. See, the decent sizes, aren't they?
Really good size. So this poinsettia is really good because you've got lots of different elements. So you've got the solid flower there. Then the kind of intricate detail.
Yeah.
So they can layer on top of each other. But then you've got the smaller one. So the smaller one you can use alone, or you can layer it together and put the...
Sorry, my hands are crossed. My the nail varnish has got to be replaced. I know it looks vile, doesn't it? My tub was nearly empty, so I got it out with my finger.
I didn't notice it until I saw it on the screen.
I've been to the toilet and washed my hands as well. But I tell you, the thing is, right, I've always got an excuse for everything. Because in toilet now, it's all hand dries, isn't it? But when you have a paper towel, at least you can scrub your hands.
Either that or the paper towel then sticks to the paint, and then you've got paint and paper towel. And you're like, big hairy hands. Anyway.
Which is never attractive.
It's never a good
Whereas
thing
this...
for a woman.
Anyway.
So the pancetta, so then you get the smaller one as well. So you can use those alone. You can use just the small one, just the large one. Or if you want to make a really big flower, you know, you can shape your flowers using our paper sculpting kit. You can then make these big flowers, so they don't even have to just go on cards. You could put them onto stems, couldn't you?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You could do those 3D. Absolutely love this one. This is superb. Have I knocked anything over net? No, I'm all right.
This is beautiful.
This is amazing because look at how many elements you're getting here. Oh, and these are super cute. I love all these little elements as well. So you're building things up.
You can almost make it look folk art because you've got all those patterns to make them folk art kind of patterns. Equally, you can leave them plain. So that's the good thing about the patterns being separate. You don't have to put them on there.
Yes.
But I just think it gives it that little something a little bit different, doesn't it? So you've got the deer and the polar. The polar bear. I don't see many polar bear dies.
No, absolutely. And like you could cut the polar bear out and then cut a little heart into him, couldn't you?
Yes.
And I really, really like. I just think these are amazing.
It's lovely. And you could
they are amazing.
You can make him a grizzly bear by cutting him brown.
Of course, yeah. And I love the Christmas trees because they're really modern, but they don't have to be Christmas trees.
No,
they're just
triangles.
good shapes.
Really good triangles.
Yeah.
I think you could probably put those so they're all together, so the triangles all lay together and make good patterns as well.
Really like those. So they're your elements. You can get the dies individual even, say a word, Leonie. The elements, if you do want the elements, they have been busy on their own. Over half of the stock has gone there at the bottom of the screen there. Absolutely love those. They're so modern, so cool. The next one that we've got, I love these as well. Yeah. Look at these because they're so handy to have hold of. The mistletoe, the beautiful. Now, I like that because the berries are on it. Yes. Aren't they? Which is really handy.
Oh, no, you can add the berries as well. So you can either dye it so that they're on it.
Yeah.
Or is there a little dye at the bottom? Has it come off? No, there's a tiny little one at the bottom here.
Fabulous. So you can add.
If you want to add different colour berries, you've got the option to do that.
Amazing.
So it depends kind of whether you're feeling like sticking loads of berries on or whether you just want to cut it. But I think, again, doesn't have to be Christmas, this. It's just a winter theme.
And I think that is wonderful because foliage is an absolute must-have. That comes with this. Now, this embossing folder is just divine.
Yes.
Because it's a 3D one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get, I mean, the depth in that is incredible.
Yeah, so you get various different depths. You know, a normal embossing folder, you get the flat part of your card. When you emboss it, you get the slightly raised effect.
Yeah.
This one, you get lots of different dimension to it. Especially if you spritz the card with water first a little bit, it just breaks up those fibres, then run it through. It really gives it that beautiful dimension.
I love it. Absolutely adore that. There's a lot of that isn't Christmas. There's a lot of that you could cut down. You do not need to make Christmas
No,
at
absolutely.
all.
I mean, this is just the folk art embossing folder.
Yeah.
And because we've got some folk art kind of Christmas dies, we've put it in there. But equally, you could use that all year round.
Yeah. I really, really, really love that. All of this collection, only $29.96. You're getting so many options here with what you can do with them. Have a look at some of the finished samples. I mean, I always love your work. I love the crispness, the cleanliness, the style. They are so stylish.
I tend to just kind of keep I was saying earlier, I tend to just keep to a few colours. And just kind of let the dyes speak for themselves, really, rather than adding too much to them.
They're stunning. They're so beautiful. And this is the kind of thing that it wouldn't be out of place in a really nice, stylish shop. You would definitely be selling these.
Yes.
I mean,
and you
home
can make,
decor.
You know, you can do that. You can make and sell, no problem whatsoever.
I love this collection. Over half of the stock has gone. It's funny, actually, because obviously when the Christmas started here at Hochanda, we were in Glastonbury. So when I came back, I was like, what happened?
Why have I been gone?
It's like, whoa, where did Christmas come from? And you know, I couldn't get into it, but I look at this collection and this makes me get into it.
And I think a lot of this could just be winter. It's not screaming Christmas at you. You know, you could do winter birthday cards with this, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I adore it. 641167 is your item number. Beautiful set. You're saving £8 there. Only £29.96. That is seriously cool. 641167. That is your item number if you'd like to go for that collection. Next, we've got loads of goodies here. Now, this is brilliant. It's a big style, so you know you're going to be able to cut through a host of different materials. This is such a good idea because that obviously is going to grow great in your mixed media books.
Yes.
It's going to be brilliant on the front of things. You know, I can imagine this being your advent calendar.
Yes,
you know.
you could have 24 of those.
Absolutely. Miss Caroline Mine is getting ready for a wedding. That one, it could be, you know, when you have your place,
You could have wedding invitations in there. You could put the invitation and put it in there.
And I'm also thinking of your tables. You know, your little tables. So you could have like your table number with someone. I put photos on them so they'd know where they're sitting.
They know who they are.
Yep. So they know where they're sitting. There's loads of ways you can use these.
And this one's designed by Eileen Hoff. It's the same lady who made all the journals.
Oh, fantastic. That absolutely speaks for itself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, you know, the journals, you could put that in the inside cover and then you've got a little pocket to put some things in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, actually, Yanis said last night, and it was about the only sensible thing that came out of last night, but he said about putting ATCs in there.
Yes, because it's going to be right
and they
size.
Fit perfectly.
Yeah, I really like these. And of course you could, you know, you're popping them together. You could easily...
that's nice.
I bet.
An album.
You could easily make a little album out of that. And I'm thinking, I mean, you could make boxes out of that, full boxes out of that.
Yeah.
You know, that is a beautiful design. It's a beautiful design.
It's actually a scoreboard die, so it will cut your mount board. So if you want to make it more sturdy, you can cut your mount board from that as well. Or maybe you could attach fabric to your card, run it through, and then you'd have like a fabric front on it. That would be nice.
Yeah, because if you've got stabiliser on it, you know, stabiliser material, then obviously loads you can do. Yeah, I'm loving this. Beautiful. Freedom members, only £18.99. It's a big die. That's going to last a lifetime. You look after that. £20.99 if you're not a Freedom member. 622639. Next, your Christmas ornament. Now, this is a bit...
This is cool.
When you look at it, it's like, oh my gosh. Is this okay to put together? Is it easy-ish?
This is so easy to put together.
No way.
I feel like I've done it, actually. I must do it. This is so easy to put together. You don't actually need any glue.
Really?
It just, you die cut it and you've got the little slits here and you just slot them into place and you can see how sturdy it is, you know.
Yeah, that's
it. No glue or anything.
Imagine that out of your gorgeous graphic 45 papers.
It doesn't only cut those, it does this one as well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's on the same die, so the triangular box and the circular one are both on the same die. So on that one big die, you've got all that.
That's amazing, and that's a really good size.
Yeah. And you get, to make these baubles, you can get one from an A4 piece of cardstock.
Amazing. They are really cool. Again, imagine selling those. And that's on that one die.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clever, isn't it?
Yeah, and because it's a big die, because obviously you're going to have to cut that multiple times, aren't you?
Yes. So I worked out, when I was making these, you can put 4 or 5 pieces of card in at once. With our Sizzix card, 4 or 5 pieces. So I think you have to run it through 4 times.
Fabulous. So
really quick to make.
Really quick. I like them. Okay, half of the stock has gone there. Only $14.99. That is 245672 is your item number. I can see my coffee. After that, everything will be fine. Next. This is cool. Oh, I do love Sizzix. They're just such a fabulous, fabulous company. Look at this one. Now, this is really interesting because if I just spin that round, this is your fold along. So what does that mean?
We did that with the earlier show. So basically, if you look at this line here, excuse me, you fold a piece of card in half, get an A4 piece of card, and then you put the fold on this line.
Yeah.
That then gives you this concertina, so it's cut double, and then it gives you this little slot here to slot the card inside.
Oh wow, that's well cool.
So, yeah, literally just fold it in half, run it through, and when you open it up, you've got that concertina effect.
How pretty.
Clever, isn't it?
Yeah, that is really cool.
And the little wreath there, I think the wreath's really pretty. There's a little card there, and it's just got the wreath on, so I've literally just taken the wreath and used that. So you don't think you have to use all the elements out of it all the time.
Oh, that is such a nice idea. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's really cute.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that's just with the embossing folder from the One Day Special as well.
Amazing. Oh, that embossing folder's just divine.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that embossing underneath. So pretty, isn't it?
It's enough, isn't it? Just with the white with the colour there, the emboss just gives it that finishing
It's absolutely gorgeous. My hands. Every time I see them, it makes me giggle. Now, if you do want to go for this one, only $14.99. You've got so much going on. And I can't use my right arm for some reason, Nick. Anyway, £14.99, 734369. That's your item number if you want to go there. Now, I think favourite. Look at this, you're approaching 60% of stock here. Look how many elements you get in.
Yeah, so that's a really clever design. So you've got the actual oval there, which makes the layers, if you like, and then you can start building up. So all you need is your 3D foam pads and start putting those layers in front of each other. But equally, you've got all the separate elements there. You can use all those separate elements for all sorts of things.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to use it all together. In fact, we're going to use that one first in the demo. And we're going to make a card.
Look at that.
It's beautiful, isn't
Oh,
it?
there's so many elements, like the dove, the beautiful rabbit, the deer.
Even all the greenery there, the holly and the sprigs of...
The beautiful trees. That is such a gorgeous collection.
That looks like something out of a cartoon.
Yeah, it does. Or an advert.
You know what cartoon I mean?
Yes, I do. Do you know which advert? You know, Lewis.
Yes. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Really, again, really stylish. £14.99. That is all you're paying. Wow. 078 763. That's your item number. This is Sizzix. Please check that website out. Sizzix have been going for years and years and years. They know what they're doing. I mean, the style, obviously the quality of the cuts, the variation. There's literally something for everybody. There's so many different options. The colour palette that they use, you know, the whole thing is so beautifully done. And then of course you've got loads of tools, loads of essentials as well, and then we've got the machine of the month, and that's reduced from £154.44 to £109.94. You get your permanent pens, you get your brush, which I still haven't got, which is ridiculous, the foam pad, you get your pick, your blending, and your multi-tool as well. That is such a good deal if you'd love to go for that one. That is a machine of the month. If you've any questions, email in. If you do want anything, add it to your basket at hochanda.com. Or ring us 01733602000. Right, you're starting with that.
We're going to start with the shadow box, but we're going to do something different with it. We're not going to make the shadow box. I just want to show you that you can see lots. You know, you can do lots of different things with it. But going back to Sizzix and the way we kind of do things, we spend a lot of time looking at colours and research, and someone spends a lot of time putting colour packages together. This is what we're going to do, you know, this is how we're going to do Christmas and things.
Because that is it, isn't it? Sizzix have their colour palette, don't they?
It's Sizzix colours.
So do they do the colour palette for each season, or how do they
So
they
basically,
work it?
We've got a set of cardstock. It's out of stock at the moment, actually, because loads of people ask me.
Oh, what a shame.
But we've got a set of cardstock. It's got 20 colours in it. Those 20 colours are enough to do every season. You think, oh, I need 20 colours. Maybe, you know, you need to add a little bit of white in. But you have got a colour for every season. I mean, that's all I use.
Fantastic. And I mean, everything. When I look at what you've used, what you've done, it all blends wonderfully. It all looks really stylish.
You can really mix and match the stuff. Funny enough, I did a blog post about it the other day, just looking at how to mix colours and get them different colours for different seasons and things like that. So,
how do people find your blog, Katie?
On Sizzix. There's the Sizzix blog. Just go to Sizzix and it's on there.
Super. So easy.
So really easy.
And it's worth looking at, because I think that can be something that can
really
make our...
Absolutely.
Because if you get your wrong colour palette... It was funny, actually, I was doing workshops yesterday, and one lady, like, I'm terrible with my colours, I'll stick anything together. And one lady had done, you know, her colours, she's sort of understood all the colours, and she was like... with some of the colours, and I'm like, just stick them together. And she's like, oh no. But her stuff looked really good.
Right, so
because it can make a massive difference.
It does, absolutely. And sometimes the dies are so beautiful, you want them to be the thing that stands out. So I'm just cutting some circles here. These are going to be our card in a second. So just because I want to show you how to put this together. I thought I could pre-cut them, but then I thought, actually, let's see how we kind of put this together. So I'm just cutting these circles. And then we're going to take this one again, and I've got a piece of cardstock here, so I've got a folded piece of cardstock there. So we are going to, I'm just going to trim that down, and we're going to die cut this on the fold, so we're slightly going to overlap it to create like a circular easel card.
Super.
Because I think that works really well with this die set as well.
Yeah, because it's a little bit different as well. I like circular easel cards, I think they always look pretty.
So I'll pop that through.
Is this the machine of the month? Is this the size?
Yes.
It is indeed. And obviously it's going to house your big, because it's a Sizzix, it is going to easily take your big dies, which is important.
I'm just going to move this out the way a second, I'll bring it back in a minute, but I just want to show you. So we've got our card here, we're going to fold this part in half, so we're going to go down. Now obviously at home, you'd use a tool or something, you know, to get it really straight.
Oh, do you know what? Our lovely Maggie has left me one of the bone folders. I should have brought it.
Oh, there's me with my paintbrush.
There, I've got it. I know exactly where it is.
Professional as ever with my paintbrush. Right tools for the right job and all that lot. So what I want to do, I want to create a 3D effect. So we've got our frame here, so this is going to be the background.
Beautiful.
I'm just going to get some foam tape.
Wonderful. Gorgeous. So layering up. And again, colours. That grey.
Colours, the grey is beautiful on these Christmas projects, actually. Really lovely.
Oh, it's a signal that the card's sold out.
I know.
They need to bring that back.
We thought we were going to have it, but we didn't have it in time.
Oh, what a shame.
It'll be back.
It'll be back.
It'll be back.
It'll be back.
Yeah.
We need to arrange another date for park.
We do. We need a little park date.
Don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're staying, you'd have stayed
But
last
they've
night,
removed
wouldn't
it.
you?
They've removed it. The park's gone.
Oh, that's so rude.
I think it might have been on account of there were adults playing in it, but I don't know.
I don't think it could have been that. We didn't break anything, did we?
Not that I know of. They wouldn't have recognised us anyway because we have Mexican hats on.
Yeah, true story.
True story.
There's a good park near where our Caroline lives. So
Oh, we need to do that. You can take me. We can have a park date.
When are you back? I
I'm
mean, we
not
shouldn't
sure.
really be planning Katie's next visit already, but you'll have to let me know and we'll arrange.
Oh, September I'm back.
Excellent.
September.
Right, we'll do that.
We'll do that. It's a date.
It's a day. So yeah, a night you stay over, we'll have to go out.
Go to the park.
Got park.
Right. So we're going to pop these on. So I've just left a bit of a gap. Normally I'd put more on than that, but you get the general idea of
Yeah,
it.
we get the gist.
So we'll pop that on there. So now we've got this frame. So now we can kind of decorate that frame.
Wonderful.
In a minute we're going to pop that on there, and then we're going to have like an easel card. But we'll just die cut small elements. So now we're going to look at the
all the
shadow
dies.
box. And we can have a look at these.
I love this. With your machine of the month, it's a nice size. I love the platform machine's brilliant because it's sturdy, isn't it?
Yep, and you can lean on it,
it's
you
going
can kind of
nowhere.
use it.
Yeah, there's so many people have had these for years and years, haven't they?
Oh,
Scissors machines have been going for years. Would you like me to borrow you one?
Yeah, can you get my deer?
Yeah, bear with. I've no idea. This is what you're going to get with your machine. We can have a little look at that. So you are getting your pens, which is rather nice, isn't it? Your permanent pens. You get your die brush, you get your foam pad, you get the die pick, your blending, and the multi-tool there as well. So you've got loads of elements, saving £44.50. I mean, that is huge. Plus, of course, you can split the cost. So, 3 payments, £36.65. That's brilliant, isn't it? 188351.
Like I'm doing now. Look how many dies you can layer up at once
Yep.
on here. Oh, nearly cut my sentiment.
Oh, heck. Don't do that, love. And the nice thing is, sometimes if you're layering up, when you have to feed your tray, they all go,
Yes.
don't they, by the time you
just
get
do
there?
it. You haven't got to move it, have you?
No. Which means you're not bothering with any tape.
You're not in for disaster when you start moving.
Do you need
it
any
around.
more of these little elements?
No, I think I've got all the others. I don't know where my deer's gone.
No idea. Okay.
I've no idea.
This is dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I love it because you've got these little, can I show you? These little fluffy bits, look. All these. Bear with. Do. There you go. So you've got all these fantastic little extras. So the foliage, you've got loads of different foliage elements. These, oh yeah, there's little snowflakes, a little bunny rabbit. What are these? But it's candles. They're candles. That looks like a face, doesn't it? But they're berries for a tree. Oh, it looks like a really grumpy face.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. But a Martian. It's a Martian in the tree. They're fab. Which palm trees? There are candles. It's a candle. Shink. All of a sudden. Little candle. See? Get it? Get it? Boom. All comes together, doesn't it? I really like that die set. So with the see. Do I see?
I don't know. What are you seeing?
I'm trying to work it out. So the actual trees are parts of that arch.
And then you get the extra one as well, so then you can layer it up.
Amazing, I see.
With that. What else am I doing? Oh, I know. Need some little sprigs of...
What's this one?
That's the snow, I think, at the bottom. No. That's that blue part. So you can make that as snow if you wanted to. It's like the base. You can make it hilly, if you like hills.
Get it.
You can have a
hilly bit.
A hill going on.
Beautiful, so it's got extra layers.
Dear me.
So, what are you up to?
So, I'm still just layering. Layering lots of bits together.
Yeah. Bits and your bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Do you use, like, ridiculous scraps of card?
Yes, look. That was just, I found that on the floor.
Marvellous.
Waste not one.
Hurrah.
Hurrah. Classy like that.
Yeah. Oh, what I found on the floor today.
I'll have that.
That'll be mine. Charlotte, I'm going to pop your berries over here.
I've found worse things.
Yeah, I know, right? Not on that floor either. Oh no!
But this is a slippery.
I didn't mean anything gross.
Oh no!
I meant like, you know, in supermarkets. Not on the floor, just in the general
generally
supermarket.
in the supermarket.
You have to be careful what you chat to in there.
That's not me, I'd hasten to add.
Oh, you.
I've not been angry in the
That's
supermarket.
my unlucky. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Done.
Yeah.
I love it. Charlotte's going, oh no, what they're going to say next.
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
So many tales to tell.
So many tales to tell. We could be here all day with these hilarious tales of life.
Email in. See, this is a lovely, when we do workshops, we've all got a few tales to tell.
I know,
which is
I
always
love
really
that.
funny.
Oh, that one we did.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
That was, I think that was the funniest day of my life. I went home from the workshop we did, and I ached. My stomach, all my stomach muscles actually ached from laughing
Just from
so
giggling.
much all
We did have
weekend.
a fabulous time. We weren't running the workshop and then just spend our time.
No,
we were customers.
We were customers.
We were the type of customers that you go, will you get them out of my class?
You'll never let in again.
We had a lovely time. Right, so
So now we can start layering it together and kind of making a scene inside this frame. Yeah.
making a scene.
Like make a scene in the supermarket. So we'll pop that in there. So let's start with the tree.
Super. And all the gorgeous texture.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's got the embossed detail as well, so that's really nice.
There's so much detail in these dies.
Isn't there?
Yes.
They've been really well thought out, these dies, because, you know, you've got the little embossed detail in them. Obviously, I've not put the pin back in my glue again for the second time today. This is where we get covered in glue.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Come on.
Oh, it's the pin. That won't do it.
The pin's never going to be found.
No.
That would have been...
What? What? Poor Charlotte. Sorry, Charlotte, I am listening to you. 60% of stock has gone. If you do want to get hold of this, £14.99, that's your price. This is absolutely beautiful. I really, really like this one. It's one of those, just building it up as a joy. 078763